why don't you get this white team and I'll focus on the red team?
You know, this is a great opportunity for the young kids across, well, really the United States. Interest from this school and what offers from here, and this will be great film that you can show the coaches from the different schools across the country and say, hey, I competed against the best of the best at AT&T Stadium. Here's my film. Take a look at it and hopefully get that scholarship.
Right, exactly. And when you look at both of these teams, both very evenly matched, especially after watching some of the practices yesterday. It all starts up front for Team Dream, and Jackson Bellamy, a 6'4", 315-pound offensive lineman all the way from Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, just visiting him with a little bit beforehand, he just be mean, got to be nasty in the trenches. They say it starts in the trenches, and you're correct. As we're watching, the video board here with Cowboy game on it. Look at all the resources and all the amount of money and draft picks they put into the offensive line.
Right.
So it always starts up front, and you can't. You say you can't, coach speed. Well, you can't coach size.
Exactly.
That's 6'4", 315. That's God-given, ability and size and talent right there. That
exactly.
is just. You can't coach that, so it's gonna be a great opportunity for him to get out. Coming up, I don't know all the rules in Canada and Canada high school football, but that'll be a great opportunity for him to come down to Texas, United States, play some of the best, and then obviously try to go out there and compete and show everybody what he has, and
exactly.
those different things, and try to get an offer from a United States college.
Definitely, and going over to Team Stars, watching their practice yesterday, the red team, a player that really impressed us was wide receiver number 16, Austin Knowles, out of Medina, Ohio. He caught passes in high school from five-star QB Drew Aller, who's headed to Penn State, just enrolled actually. But you kind of look at Austin Knowles and talking to his coaches during the pregame, and this dude's coming out to play. This dude catches everything.
Yeah, their coaches are really excited about him. List him at 6 foot.
Yep.
It's
yeah, no, he's a little bit shorter than that.
If he's right at 6 foot, he's right at 6 foot. We'll give him that, and just hope. My guess is just line him up in the slot. Let him run the wiggles and those types of option routes, and give him opportunity to get him the ball and put him out in space, and let him go. Let him show his ability and what he can do. And speaking of the Stars, the red, the red uniforms, man, their front seven's gonna be nasty.
Yes, they really are. And you kind of look at Team Stars and compare them to Team Dream, and I think Team Dream has a little bit more skill guys. Talking to the head coach for Team Stars earlier, Coach Shiver, and the assistant coaches saying that they're pretty short at DB, so they're hoping that Team Dream doesn't have many good wide receivers out there because they're pretty short at DB. But you kind of look on the inside for Team Stars, and you got Travell Brown from Churchland, Virginia, who just looks like an absolute animal.
He's
out
a
there.
monster.
He looks like an animal, and he's got the arm sleeves like he's Jamal Adams and all this stuff, and he's just coming ready to play. We know he's going to have a great day, and we're just looking for a great day of football here at AT&T Stadium.
Yeah, talking to the coaches before, they're really excited about this kid. He's going to play a rover, which in the old, true 4-3, that's kind of a strong safety. Now, everybody going spread, and talking a little bit to the coach. You're going to have to run a base 4-3. So in that base 4-3, he's going to be what you call a rover, like a Jamal Adams, who can line up in the box and play the run, but in a big spread set, he can go outside and cover a tight end, cover an inside receiver. So I know they're really, really excited about him. Also, number 57, the defensive end from Georgia. Al Childs. I talked to him a little bit this morning. 6 foot, 240 pounds. He told me he's got a lot of coaches coming by. Didn't really to his high school. Didn't really want to share what coaches or who, but he's got a lot of interest. And I respect that decision, and I'm going to keep that quiet as well because that was his wish. But he's got a lot of kids, a lot of offers coming his way in the near future. Just a great looking kid. So.
Yep, and the crowd is getting hype here at AT&T Stadium. Everybody's on one side, and very excited for this matchup. The captains just met at midfield right before the national anthem.
We will do our best on the Team Stars ready uniforms, but
it's a lot harder to read their numbers than it is on the Team Dream.
Yes.
But you look at Team Dream on your screen right now, or you're looking at Team Stars, excuse me, and Ryan Gordon, number 90, won the Inspirational Award at the banquet the other night. It's been a fun weekend of events here in Arlington. These kids are from 39 different states, combined with the Senior Bowl and the Rising Stars game. Kids from all over the country. And you got Team Dream ready to receive to start out this one. 15-minute quarters here at AT&T Stadium. You're playing by the professional clock in the professional stadium. These kids are used to playing 12-minute quarters, but hey, this is the Rising Stars game. You might as well get as much film as you can.
Absolutely, get more experience, a little more time. Looks like we only got one kicker in the building tonight, and he'll be kicking for both teams.
He will be kicking for both teams. We talked to the head coach for Team Dream out of Tupelo, Mississippi, Sean Holiday, and he was talking to Coach Shiver, the head coach for the Team Stars, and was saying how, hey, my kicker's from my school. He can kick for your team as well. And then Coach was like, yes, we really need him to kick for us. So long snapper might be a problem as the only long snapper is playing in the Senior Bowl. Little squib kick here out to the 40-yard line and is recovered by Team Dream. Breaking a tackle down the right sideline. 50-45, pushed out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A big return from the big man for Team Dream.
Number 99.
Jordan Brown from Sparkman, Alabama. And Team Dream has great field position to start this one out. At the 39-yard line, 1st and 10.
This little squib kick right in the middle, that man came back. Most time he's got his number. He's counting up there to go block, and he just scooped it right up and ran about 30 yards for a great return. So good job, number 99.
Yep, so here comes the starting offense for Team Dream out onto the field. In the gray uniforms. Our starting quarterback is number 11, Deshaun Wilson from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, he is. I think So that was a low snap on the field, recovered by number 11, the quarterback. We got our rosters mixed up.
We do.
We're going to get our rosters fixed. So number 11.
It'll be 2nd and long.
Is Bruce Newland from El Capitan, California. I talked to him. That's right outside of San Diego. He's talked to him a little bit about, the base offense here. There's some different things offenses can't do and can do throughout, and we'll go through them throughout the game. But, most of this is just a base offense.
And in the shotgun is Newland.
So he'll come out in a 2-by-2 set.
He'll drop back to pass. Under pressure, rolling out right. Going to deliver a ball in the middle of the field. Caught at the 37-yard line. So Newland, nice job getting out of the pocket and delivering a strike out to number 21, Luke Sanchez, the wide receiver out of Brewer, New York.
So Luke right here was in the slot. And as quarterback, Bruce rolled out to his right. Luke came across the middle of the field and just kind of sat down and found that passing lane right there. So Newland could hit him for a big gain, for about a 10-yard gain. So it's a good start.
About 3rd and 8 to go for Team Dream at the 36-yard line. Newland takes the snap in the shotgun. Going to throw it down to his check down, and he's immediately tackled for a loss. Making a big play. We talked about him in the pregame. Travell Brown making his presence known early It'll be 4th and long for Team Dream.
If college coaches does not know this kid before the game, you will definitely know him by the time this is over with. The kid is just an outstanding outside linebacker / strong safety. Great open field tackle, broke down, made the tackle for, a 5-6 yard loss. So that's a great open field tackle, keeping him from picking up that first down.
To punt for Team Dream, and a penalty flag comes in here. Not a bad little squib punt there.
Yeah, it looks like no rushing the kicker.
Which is it's probably for the best here in these All-American games. Don't want to risk injury even more.
Oh, right. And gives the kickers opportunity to show what they can do.
Definitely. It looks like Jerry Brand is back there punting.
And I guess there's no return, and just fair catch it, and you get it where you catch it.
High snap. And the first punt was definitely better. This one is going to bounce at the 29-yard line.
Take a little roll for him.
Inside the 20, and it will be touched at the 15.5-yard line. So Team Dream can't get anything to go on offense first. Out trots the Team Stars, the red team, their offense, and they're led by quarterback number 8, Joseph Tinta from Florida.
Yeah, I talked to him. He's a junior. Once again, he did mention that he has shown interest in Wake Forest, and Wake Forest has talked to him a little bit. No official offer or anything, but it's going to be exciting. I'm excited to come out and see him sling the ball around, see his arm talent and what he can do. He's a thicker kid, so maybe he's be a good dual threat.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Tinta, he'll move his running back, Jalen Washington, to the left. Tinta back deep to pass. Going deep down the field. Caught at the 45-yard line. Breaking down the field. 20, 15, 10. He going to take it to the crib. Number 16, Austin Knowles.
Okay, yeah, the kid's legit. Both of them.
He is.
What a arm.
He's hitting the gritty in the end zone. Oh, and Team Stars is all fired up. First play from scrimmage, Tinta unloads to Austin Knowles out of Medina, Ohio.
Man, we look like geniuses up here talking about our, who to watch for the game, and but you can just tell in practice, it stand out in practice. But unbelievable throw. That is a huge college time throw. 40 yards in the air, threw it over his outside shoulder. It was just a go pattern. It was just a fly pattern. He just outran the DB, and Knowles timed it perfect, ran right underneath it, got his hands up, and made the catch. Wow. What a first play.
Yes, it was. Let's see if they'll attempt a kick here. This is Stuart Long. I believe that's Stuart Long from Tupelo, Mississippi, that is kicking for both teams.
I think we lost the holder.
Here he comes. The kick, the hold, it's right down the middle. 7-0 Stars take an early lead over the Dream. Tinta to number 16, Austin Knowles from Medina, Ohio. The ball was right on the money, and Austin Knowles was he turned the jets on after he caught it.
Yeah, still kind of starstruck right there. We talked about it, before, and you're kind of backed up in your territory, and you're thinking, all right, are they going to run the ball, try to give them a little bit more space, make it a manageable second down? No, let's go for the juggler first play.
You might as well.
And when you got that type of kid out there on the outside, just let him go, and they did that. And looking beforehand and watching the warm up and stuff, we knew Team Stars. They have the athletes, they have the players to really put on a show today. So super impressed right there on the first play. Just ran the DB, ran a fly pattern, perfect ball, perfect catch, and for a big score. Now we got to try to find the tee.
11:59 left to go here in the first quarter. Stars with an early lead over the Dream.
Yeah, the clock is not up on the screen, so we'll do a good job of trying to tell you how much time is left, and then also the down and distance. So the down and distance is going to kind of be updated a little bit. If you're watching, don't really rely on the down and distance.
And a little squib kick here, fielded at the 25-yard line right next to the NFL wildcard logo. Breaking a couple of tackles up to the 33-yard line is the return for Team Dream.
Yep, Gavin Holman, that his middle linebacker, is on the tackle. And talking to the coach before the game, that's another one of his players he's really excited in, is this middle linebacker, Gavin Holman from New York. He's a 6'1", 210-pound. So when you're the first one down the field at that size, that's pretty impressive.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line for Team Dream. They started the last drive that they had at the Stars 39-yard line. Couldn't get anything to go, lost about 10 yards.
You mentioned the wild card logo. We won't talk about that.
Yeah, we definitely do not need to talk about that. In the shotgun, Team Dream. The fumbled snap. The ball's on the ground. I believe Gray recovers. And they do. So a disastrous start here for Team Dream. Haven't been able to get a good snap.
Yeah, it looks like it just went right through the quarterback's hands. I mean, it might have been a hair wide, but it looked just went right through his hands. I can't tell his number because he's got his jersey pulled up. Maybe Christian Castro.
2nd and long at the 25-yard line. 2nd and 20. In the shotgun, running back to his left and his right. Handoffs off the left side. Turning it upfield. He's got a little bit of space. 35, 30 to the 40. Woo! Across midfield.
Get the block, get the block.
Gone from left to right. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Team Dream. Team Dream.
Nice comeback and responding that time. To Marcus Ellum from Lakeside, Georgia. He put the moves on you.
Yes, he did.
Nice little
jump. Went all the way to the left, went all the way to the right.
Little jump back cut. Looked like a little Barry Sanders Jr. out there with the jump back cut across the green. And I just outran everybody. Picked up a good blocks downfield from the wide receivers. So excellent team, touchdown right there.
To Marcus Elam out of Lakeside, Georgia. 75-yard touchdown to put Team Dream on the board.
We got some special teams.
Issues.
Special teams issues we got to work out. We got to get the block out there. Got to get the tee. Find us some holders.
10:49 left to go. I got a feeling it's going to be a high-scoring affair here. The snap is on the ground, but the kick goes right through the uprights. We got a tie ball game, 10:49 left to go. To Marcus Elam from Georgia.
The house call.
75-yard touchdown for the house call.
Woo. That's just vision. I mean, that's one thing you can't coach either. We talked earlier about the size, but you just cannot coach that. Just find the open runs. And when you teach a running back, you teach a running back hash marks, numbers, pylon. But when you have that type of vision, he took off running, hit the numbers. Instead of going to the pylon, he just cut back all the way across the field, picked up a couple good blocks, and you were not going to catch him.
Definitely not. And these kids are going to be tired when they leave here today. You got 15-minute quarters and 10:49 still left to go here in this first quarter. Feels like we've been all up and down the field already.
I know. And we're only 4.5 minutes into the game.
Ready to kick off is Team Dream. The kick is high and far. It'll be fielded at the 5-yard line. On the return to the 20, to the 25, breaking a couple of tackles, spinning around, getting spun around like a rag doll, and he is sputtered out at around the 26-yard line.
Is that number 5 or 3?
It's hard to see the red jerseys. I'm going to think that it's number 3 for Team Stars, Tyler Washington, out of Schroeder, New York.
Yeah, we're not sitting up very high, but it's just hard to see dark numbers on dark uniforms. You got to have some contrast in there to make it easier to see for us.
In the shotgun once again for Team Stars is Tinta. 1 for 1 and a touchdown for him already. Tinta's going to look back to pass, little screen pass, and falls incomplete. Team Dream with some nice defense right there. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Yeah, that's we had a quarterback change. Alex Giancola.
Giancola.
From St. Augustine, New Jersey. Just trying to set up a screen right there. We're just a little overthrown, a little too wide.
Giancola rolling out to his left. He's going to run with it, trying to evade a tackler, and he's going to pick up a yard.
Yeah, it's just hard to get outside when you got this type of athletes and this type of speed. Chauncey Lee, playing that outside linebacker from West Monroe, Louisiana, just came out and didn't let him get to the edge and trying to strip the ball as he's going down. So pretty heads-up play right there, and only allowed the quarterback to get 1 yard.
It'll be 3rd down and 9.
See if they can send all 5 of them. Yep, here they go.
Giancola under a lot of pressure, and he's going to go down. Team Dream, he's all fired up. A big defensive play for big number 90, Keenan Hatcher.
Yeah, so talking to the coaches before, you cannot blitz, but you can send 5. So, I mean, they did send all 5 of them right there. Obviously you're not trying to get any kids hurt or trying to get the quarterback hurt, and the big hits and blindside hits. So, send 5. You usually got 5 offensive linemen. You have 5 offensive linemen and a running back stays in the block or, chip somebody. So,
and correction on that sack, that was Jacoby Hills from Morristown, New Jersey.
Yeah, looking great so far. Big 6'3", 280-pound defensive end. So he had a big kickoff return and then come up with a huge sack. So right now he's standing out a little bit.
Yes, he is for sure. Team Red to punt. The punt is away. It'll be fielded at the 49-yard line. Chance for a return here for Team Dream, and he's absolutely level. The late penalty flag comes in here. Multiple penalty flags.
I think that second one was just covering up his buddy because he looks like maybe a block in the back or a hold, usually from on the back. Oh.
And we'll see what the call is. As of right now, Team Dream will take over at the 44-yard line of the Stars.
Call it a personal foul. I didn't see it live, and I wonder if it's a blindside hit. There's one thing that even colleges and high schools are really getting away from is these blindside hits where defenders runway and the return team is coming the opposite way, and you just lay people out, and that would be my only thing on a return. That would be a personal foul. So
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The handoff up the middle, immediately met by the defensive line of the Stars, throwing him down to the ground.
There he is, big number 57, Al Childs. He was talked to him beforehand, playing that nose tackle, defensive tackle, and one thing the coach was excited about. And actually lined up as a defensive end. So Team Red is coming. The Stars are coming out in a 3-4. So I guess that's why he's playing a defensive end.
It'll be 2nd and 14. Ball at the 38-yard line for Team Dream.
Newland's back in at quarterback. See if he can give him a shot to go downfield a little bit.
And he will. He's pressured. He'll have to run it up the gut at the 40-yard line. So a gain of about 2 there. It'll still be 3rd down and long.
Team Dreams, they got their offensive line has got to get on the same page here. That's 2 plays in a row that a lot of pressures are put on the quarterback. So get your power. I know it's tough because you only had 3 days of practice. You don't know who you're playing next to. You know, you never work together. So just make sure.
You got to make sure that you are
all on the same page so you can get your pass protection.
Newland in the shotgun, 3rd down and 12. Little screen pass. It's caught, but it's going to be for a loss of 2 yards.
Yeah.
Jameer Hunter from Spring Mills, West Virginia, brings that one in.
Now, when you have that type of pressure, you got to get the ball out. I mean, you can't sit back there and do your 3 steps and 5 steps drops. You're going to have to get the quarterback. You're going to have to get him on some screens. You're going to have to get him on some quick hitches and slants, and then you're going to have to roll him. Team Dreams O-line's got to step up and give him more time to, better pass protection so he can see down the field and make his reads and make the right throw.
4th down and 14. Penalty flag flies here.
Had one of these gunners get a little too happy and jump off sides.
Well, they're going to call it a false start. So instead of 4th and 14, it'll be 4th and 19. Punter's got to boom this one away, trying to flip the field. Past the 40-yard line and bounce at the 37-yard line. That's where Team Stars will take over.
Down by number 21, Luke Sanchez from Brewster, New York. If you're happened to watch the wild card game last night in this stadium, see the Dallas Cowboy punter hit the screen.
Yep, Brian Anger.
Yep.
Pro Bowl punter this year. Probably the best Cowboys player, if we're being honest, especially last night.
He was definitely last night, the way he flipped the fields a few times. But, yeah, it's just unbelievable how high that screen is here, and he hit the bottom of it. So it was a dead ball, dead play, and had to repunt.
1st and 10 for the Stars here. Give up the middle, and it's going to be good for about 2 yards.
Looks like just an inside zone play where the offensive line is just stepping away all one direction. First guy crosses your face, you're going to pick them up and block them and let number 4 to the running back, Nathan Starks, pick his hole and go.
Knowles in the slot. Back to pass for Team Stars, unloading deep down the field towards Knowles. He caught it at the 37-yard line. Rolling towards the 35. They're going to say it's incomplete.
He dropped it.
Dropped it on the way down.
That was a pretty good defensive play there. Number 1 coming in, Emmanuel Luska came in and broke it up. Knowles had to step on him, but Luska covered, came back and knocked the ball out of his hand.
3rd down and 8 for Team Stars. They're going to look to pass again. Nice little curl route. They'll pick up the 1st down and a little bit more. Past the 50 to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, just know what you got to do. It was 3rd and 7. Just pick up where you got to go. Set down in that soft spot and catch the ball and pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line of the Dream. Stars on the move. Going to be a little QB rush here. He lost the football, balls on the ground, and he recovers.
Ooh. Yes, do not carry the ball out there like that. No. It is these type of speed and these type of linebackers, you cannot carry the ball that loose. When you get in traffic, you got to put 2 hands on the ball. Can't be carrying it out there like a loaf of bread because defenders are taught the ball's out like that, and you go to make a tackle, put that punch, try to punch that ball out. And excellent job there by the defense.
Timeout taken on the field. 4:45 left to go here in this first quarter. 2nd and 10 for Team Stars. 7-7, deadlocked in a tie. After scoring, Team Stars came out, their first play was a touchdown, and then on the second drive for Team Dream, they scored a touchdown, and since then, not much has happened. It's been a punt fest.
Yeah, it had. The way it started out, it was going back and forth. You think this is going to be a shootout, and defense have kind of stepped up and made a few plays.
2nd down and 10. John Michael Sempagnaro is in the game here, and he'll hand it off. And a little hesitant running there for Team Stars. It'll be 3rd down at about 7.
And Brewer Bailey from Tupelo, Mississippi just came out of nowhere like a rocket and made the big tackle from the safety spot.
And you look at the Team Dream roster, you got a lot of guys from Tupelo Christian Prep where Coach Sean Holliday, the head coach for
3rd and 7. Sempagnaro, little curl route again, breaking a couple of tackles. He'll have the 1st down, staying on his feet, and they should give him forward progress.
Well, he had forward progress where he got hit, but now they're spotting the ball
just short, so it'll be 4th and inches at the 40-yard line.
That's not the right spot.
Checking back into the game for Team Stars is number 8, Joseph Tinta from Heritage, Florida.
So where he caught the ball and made his first turn and got hit and started pushing back was a good half a yard.
a little bit of a jumbo package here for Team Stars. Didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. It was a half a yard past the sticks.
Jumbo package, QB sneak. This might be a false start.
Why did he wait right till the end of the whistle? I mean, right before the play started. Illegal substitution.
So illegal substitution. It's a 5-yard penalty. So it'll be 4th and 6 instead of 4th and 1, and your play call changes a little bit here.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to put John Michael Sempagnaro back in at quarterback.
Yep. I imagine you'd have to punt the ball now. I guess they had 12 guys on the field, and
under a lot of pressure, going up the middle. Penalty flag flies right at the 40. He doesn't have the yardage. He's going to be short. And I'm going to guess this penalty flag is going to be holding.
Yeah, anytime the umpire or the referee throws flags, I think towards offensive lineman's feet. 99% hold.
but it looks like here it'll be declined.
So it will be declined, and Team Dream will take back over. So that Team Stars defense coming out led by Travell Brown from Virginia and number 61 Eric Larry from Mississippi coming back onto the field for Team Stars. But a nice job by the Team Dream defense to get off the field.
Yep, huge turnover. I mean, we call it turnover because it's a turnover on downs right there. So big opportunity right here for the Team Dream to go down the field and try to take the lead right here. I'd find number 28. I would definitely look back to Tamarica Elam from Lakeside, Georgia. Get that kid the ball.
Yes. And a timeout will be taken here by Team Dream. Yeah, Tamarcus Elam with that 75-yard touchdown the first time he's touched the ball. And that's the only time he's touched the ball in this ball game. So 1 carry for 75 yards. He's got a 75-yard average.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that is. I think you're right.
I would definitely be finding him. That's the thing about these games. It looks like there's a little unorganization and chaos, but you got to realize these guys coming in from all over the country, getting 2 or 3 days of work together with the coaches. Learning somewhat of a new system. Learning somewhat of a play calling and formations and calls and those types of things. So it's really tough. It's really tough to everybody be organized, all on the same page when you've only got 2 or 3 days of practice.
Yep.
And being together.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Team Dream. 2:34 left to go here in this first quarter. All deadlocked at 7. Handoff is off the left side. He lost the football. Ball's on the ground. Team Red thinks they have it. And they do. It'll be a turnover, a fumble by Team Dream, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Team Stars.
Yeah, Jeremiah Claiborne just got into traffic, and once again we saw this is the second time Team Stars just came up with the turnover, or they didn't recover at that time. But when you're going in traffic, you got to have 2 hands on the ball. You got to have those pressure points on the ball and protect the ball. And I bet you next time he comes back on the field, he'll have 2 hands on the ball when he goes into traffic.
Most definitely. 1st and 10. 10 to back in the game. It'll be a penalty flag. It will be a false start against Team Stars. So 1st and 15 now.
Quarterback.
I believe it's Jacob Akey from Monroe, Washington. Excuse me.
He's got to be young. 115 pounds, and that's soaking wet.
Joseph Akey. Nice little ball there. On the check down, breaking a couple of tackles, spinning to the 39-yard line, or he'll be brought down.
Yep, just getting the ball out, getting it out to your playmakers, let them go in space. You got one-on-one. So when you're out here playing, the guy lined up on top of you, you usually beat on a little bubble screen route. Your wide receiver's got to pick up the block, and then you should be one-on-one with the safety.
2nd and 8. Akey in the shotgun, a man to his right. He's going to look back to pass, under a lot of pressure. Going to roll out, deliver a ball over the middle of the field, incomplete. Penalty flag flies here.
Akey, he's a little bitty guy. I'm guessing he's got to be a freshman or sophomore in high school right now. He's got great awareness.
Yes, he does.
Felt the pocket collapsing on him, so he scooted up in the pocket, rolled out a little bit. He made a great, maybe just a hair low, but something what the receivers got to go down and get. And then obviously he didn't catch it because of the pass interference. But so far I'm pretty impressed with this Jacob Akey from Monroe, Washington.
1st and 10. Penalty flag was against the Dream. Akey in the shotgun once again. Handoff off the left side, got a little bit of space, turning it up the field. And he'll pick up about 4 or 5.
Yeah, I'll let you announce the name of that running back. It was number 10 from Team Stars.
Makai Mabaha. Talked to his mom a little bit.
Did you?
Make sure that I got the name right. 2nd and 6.
So see, Team's got to come up and stop here. Stars have been moving the ball down pretty easy this drive, but Team Dream's got to come up and stop and try to hold them to a field goal.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line is Team Stars. Akey rolling out to his right, scramble drill, and just underthrew it.
Yeah, I just don't think he's quite strong enough to make that throw. He did have a guy coming open, but that's, when the field's 54 yards wide, you got to – that's a long throw all the way across the field to that receiver. So just didn't quite have the arm strength to get it down there. Give him a few years and he will.
3rd and 6.
Big play right here in the game. I know it's early in the game, but this is the big play. Big momentum change.
Akey in the shotgun, going to look to throw. Got a little out route, and it's dropped.
Wow. Catch the ball before you look upfield.
So it'll be 4th and 6. Looks like they're going to bring the field goal unit onto the field.
Yeah. Another one, Tupelo Christian, Lath Holiday on the coverage there. But
yeah, Lath Holiday, the son of Coach Sean Holiday, the head coach for the Dream.
Oh, nice.
And Lath's brother last year, Kai, he played in the inaugural Dream Bowl All-American game down in Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Gotcha.
About a 41-yard field goal for Team Stars. I'll try and find the name of the senior that's been kicking for both teams. The kick is up, and it's just not going to have the leg. Bounces at the B, and Cowboys, and it's no good. 46 seconds left to go, still deadlocked at 7.
Hey, great job there from the defense and making the stand. After the turnover, that is one key thing of the games. you know, at any level that you always talk about is turnovers. Who's going to win the turnover battle? Who's going to win the turnover battle? Well, we've had 2 turnovers back to that. 1 turnover on downs and 1 fumble, and both times the defense have made a huge stand and didn't allow any points. So big shout outs to the defense, and you know, so now we got Team Dream coming back on the field and see if they can go get another score. Here comes 28 on the, you know, offensive left side, so maybe he'll be coming running some crossing, you know, misdirection right here.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. High snap is corralled, and he is going to get corralled in the backfield. A big play by the Team Stars defense.
Yeah, there was some definitely miscommunication on that play, and it was a high snap. And, you know, just a high snap messes up all the timings of the play. So Team Dream has had a little issues with their snapping, so we got to get that snap down, hit the quarterback in the chest, and that will allow the running backs and the quarterback's timing to be correct. But when the quarterback has to go jump up in the air and come back down, mostly by then the running backs are already gone.
Number 61, Alex Larry, in there making a play that last play. Almost jumped off sides here. And a whistle comes in. And that will be the end of the first quarter. So 2nd and 15 when we start the second quarter. Team Stars and Team Dream still deadlocked at 7. No scoring in the last 10 minutes here of the first quarter.
You know, the way the game started out, I thought, oh, man, we're fixing to be in a track meet. But then, you know, nerves.
Protection. You don't have a guy over you. You gotta know what gap responsibility you have to have as an offensive lineman. You know, pick up the blitz. Well, they're not blitzing, but they can still send 5. So make sure you're picking up the right person. Running backs have got to fill in. So, you know, there's just so much in depth on these offensive lines and offensive now with all the plays and the routes and rub routes and the different, you know, combination routes that you run on offense, you know, and it's starting to show a little bit. You know, the first play
from Team Stars was a beautiful pass and catch, and you know, and from then they've kind of been shut down. Team Dream's done a great job defensively, and then you had Team Dream come out, bust out with that 75-yard touchdown run, and you're thinking, oh, good grief, you know, this game's going to be 50-48.
Right.
You know, but now here we are, 7-7, with the start of the second quarter.
Getting ready to start the second quarter. Team Dream still with the ball. Trying to find out who the Team Dream quarterback is right now. I believe it's Newland still.
Yeah, I think Newland's back in.
Bruce Newland III, 2nd and long. Newland, a little dump off pass, and Team Stars read it all the way. Making another big play for Team Stars.
Number 0.
Travell Brown from Churchland, Virginia.
Keep your head up. You did a great job of coming in there, taking the legs out, you know, but keep your head up a little bit and wrap up, and that could have been a monstrous hit. So let's put Team Dream in a big hole right here.
Yes, it did. It'll be 3rd and a quarter mile for Team Dream at the 13-yard line. 21 to be exact.
Find 28. Get the ball to 20. I don't even think he's in the game.
Newland takes the snap. Going to look to throw, going for it all. He's got a man wide open, but he threw it to the outside instead, and it's batted away. A nice defensive play there for Team Stars.
Yeah, I couldn't see his numbers, but what he's trying to do is trying to get Jameer Hunter from Springfield, West Virginia, on a go pattern, and Jameer had a step on him, and if the ball was just thrown just a hair to the outside, He could have maybe it would have been a catch, but he just threw a little bit to the inside of it and gave the DB. I think, is it number 3? No.
Believe it was number 2, Isaiah Zalaski from Wheeling Park, West Virginia.
I knew
who made the play.
Looked like a 2 or 3, but the way the jersey's tucked, but he's obviously a DB, so.
Muffed punt here, and that's why he got 2 guys back recovering. Team Stars will fall on it with great field position at the 44-yard line.
Yep, Austin Knowles once again came up. I just looked for the yellow gloves.
Yep.
That's how you can tell him is throw it to the yellow gloves. They just showed A&M, Texas A&M and Arkansas highlights, and you know that's one thing. And Nye Smith,
the big board here.
Yeah, the wide receiver from Texas A&M against Alabama, he wore special blue gloves. And he told the quarterback, "Find the blue gloves."
Yep.
If I'm the quarterback right here from Team Stars, I'm finding the yellow gloves.
Yep. He's in the slot here. Handoff up the middle, breaking it out to the outside. Got a little bit of space, hurdles a man at the 30-yard line. Penalty flag flies.
Yeah, they're going to get this receiver here on the outside for a hold. I couldn't tell who it was.
Joseph Tinta in at quarterback for Team Stars. And a solid pickup there of 14 yards, and this one's coming back. It's a holding penalty against the Stars.
It could be on Knowles or it could be on number 6, Blaine McClure from Brunswick School in Connecticut. I just couldn't tell. It's kind of got all, piled up right there. Not having replay. I keep looking up at the board thinking, hey, replay it up there.
Yeah, we got highlights from a soccer match up there. So it'll be 1st and 15. A little bit longer than that, about 1st and 18. Or 2nd and 18, excuse me. Tinta rolling out right.
Yeah, scramble drill.
Going to tuck it and run, and he's going to gain about a yard or 2 there. Excuse me, now it will be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down at about 16 at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, you always hear about, your timing and your quarterback and your receivers. That right there is just, it turns into a scramble drill.
Yep.
When he's rolling out like that and he doesn't have a clear passing lane or a clear pocket, he's rolling. Well, the receiver's got to break off their routes and try to work back to him or work across the field to him.
2nd and 16, Tinta to throw. He's got a man wide open at the 45-yard line. Up the field all the way to the 30-yard line. Got the 1st down and a little bit more. Nice job by Tinta getting the ball out quick, and he picks up a 1st down.
Yeah, I think that had to be busted coverage because Team Dream defense has been usually right on top of the receivers, and someone missed a coverage there because he was wide open and had plenty of room to run on the outside.
Tinta in the shotgun, a man to his left. Going to look to throw once again. Going for it all down the field. And I don't even think Austin Knowles saw the ball.
Yellow Gloves was too worried about fighting the DB and trying to get separation, and he never looked up. If he would have looked up and made it been close, it might have been a hair overthrown, but, you got to be ready for the ball at all times.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
But just while we have a second, what a great opportunity for these kids to come all the way across the country and end up at AT&T Stadium, the mecca of football stadiums in the United States right now.
2nd and 10 at the 30.
Yeah.
A penalty flag flies here.
It is false start on the center.
It'll be a false start. So back him up 5. It'll be 2nd and 15.
Yeah, the center right there, he tried to get a hard count, maybe try to pick up a cheap 5 yards or an extra 5 yards, but instead he just moved the ball just about 6 inches, and they got him for a false start.
It is Aiden Cannot from Hidden Valley, Oregon on the false start penalty. Breaking a lot of tackles here, but he's going to be dropped for a loss. You got number 17, Brewer Bailey from Tupelo Christian Prep, Mississippi.
That was a nice play.
And he came in and made sure to finish it off.
Yeah, defensive line strung him out a little bit, and that allowed for the middle linebacker, Patrick McCauley, who I talked to beforehand. Coaches were really excited on him. He, he's a junior at He's a junior right now. He's from Richlands, North Carolina. He's got a few little college entrances, but.
And Tinta rolling out right. A beautiful ball right through the hands of the wide receiver, falls incomplete. Tinta with a nice job of getting out of the pocket and delivering a beautiful ball, but it falls just incomplete.
Yeah, great job of him rolling out. You had receivers kind of like a flood where you're flooding the one side of the field. You got a short, you got a middle, and then you got a deep, and he went for the deep route and just maybe just a hair over through it where it went right through the hands of the receivers.
So 4th down and 16.
I like it. Go
Team
for
Stars
it.
staying on the field, the offense staying on the field.
You're an all-star game. Go for it.
You might as well. Tinta back to pass, being pressured from his blind side, delivers a ball and just overthrew him. It looked like the same play almost.
It did. Coming across the field, and he's open. And, man, it was a beautiful, beautiful ball. It's just about 4 yards too deep. So, once again, Team Dream's defense comes through, led by middle linebacker Patrick McCauley from Southwest North Carolina. And he, defense is stepping up big. And beforehand, I was worried about, the Dream defense. But you start looking at, they walk over here, sit on the bench, you walk at, man, they got some big old defensive linemen, some big old kids.
Yes, they do. Team Dream back on the field. On offense, fake the handoff, little
zone read,
and it'll result in a loss of a yard.
Yeah, I tried to read the defensive end didn't really chase. He kind of just squat. Should have, it could have been a handoff. There might have been a design, keep. But
Christian Castro in the game at quarterback now for Team Dream. And I'm expecting them to be from some crazy place like Washington or Oregon, but he's from Central Texas, so.
All right. Central, is it San Antonio, San?
I believe so.
Does that sound right? I have to look that up.
2nd and 11. Handoff up the middle, and it's going nowhere. This Team Stars defensive line has been getting after it after that 75-yard touchdown run earlier in the first quarter.
There's Jeremiah back with the handoff. He had 2 hands on the ball that time from California. But, yeah, I mean, you look at these defensive lines, and they're rotating a lot of defensive linemen in. Now you got number 9 defensive end from Florida. He's in the game. We haven't seen. 45 is in. Flores from Washington. So they're rotating a lot of guys in and out of this defensive end. But they're in a 3-4, so, it's kind of tough to see, what the defensive end linebackers are doing.
3rd and 12. Back to pass. Newland's back in the game, delivers the ball over the middle and just dropped it.
Yeah, you got to come down with that one. So, Newland did a great job. Got a lot of pressure. They sent a linebacker through B gap. He's got to step up in the hole. Step up in the pocket, which he did. Step up in the pocket and kind of threw it on the run. The wide receiver's got to come down with that. Number 16, Christopher Pepin from California.
4th down and 12. It'll be a punt here for Team Dream. 10:21 left to go here in the first half. Snap rolls a couple times on the ground and the punt's away. It'll be recovered at the 34-yard line. Broke a tackle up to the 38-yard line. That's where the Team Stars offense will try back onto the field.
Yeah, good coverage down there by number 4, Kadarius King of Sumner County, Georgia. Out there at the gunner spot, ran all the way down and didn't allow Team Stars for the big return to set it up. So took a friendly bounce there for Team Dream.
Yes, it did. It'll be 1st down and 10 at the 38-yard line.
See if this Team Dream D can keep it up.
And a timeout will be taken on the field.
Still 10 minutes left to go. Most time we're used to doing high school games, so it goes pretty quick.
It does. You got the pro 15-minute clock system here.
So this time we'll take a big shout out and tell you a little bit about ourselves. I'm Cody Martindale. I'm from Valley View, Texas, which is about 60 miles north of here. Coached high school football for a while. We coached some basketball, so just a small town coach. And Hunter and I partnered up a few years ago for our town of the Valley View Booster Club Radio. So we partnered up and starts doing all of our Valley View games. And this is Hunter Parrish. Let him tell him a little bit about himself.
Yeah, so we're looking at this camera over here, Cody. So my name is Hunter Parrish. I'm from Argyle, Texas. I started broadcasting about 2-3 years ago, and started doing it for Valley View High School, little town outside of Gainesville, Texas. Here's a run off the left side, a nice little QB keeper there for number 2 Team Stars, Alex Giancola.
From New Jersey. There's a flag on top of the field.
Started broadcasting 2 years ago. I'm still in college, sophomore at the University of North Texas, studying surprise broadcasting.
So yes, Hunter's going to do this for full time. I just filled in and helped him out because I knew a little bit about football.
Yeah, me and Cody met about 2 years ago when we started the broadcast, and kind of had chemistry. We only do radio broadcasts, so this television stuff is pretty new to us. Video broadcasts.
Most times we're talking more about the plays because you can't see it, so this time you'll be able to watch it. So this is new for us.
Yes, it is. Giancola in the shotgun. He'll look back to pass. Got a lot of time back there. Going to roll out right. Just chucking it down the field. He's got a man open. Tap the toes on the sideline. He caught it at the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Team Stars, and want to give a big shout out to everybody putting on the show tonight. Tradio, TR3DIO. I've worked with him a lot in the past with Argyle Youth Football and lots of other things, and him and his crew came out here and have done a great job so far, and this broadcast has been great so far, and I hope that you guys are enjoying it the day after. Sorry we couldn't live stream it for you. Giancola going down the middle of the field, and a penalty flag flies.
That's tough. This is a great ball. I mean, he put it right on the money. A little crossing route, a deep post route, and it looked more like their feet got tangled up. I'll be curious, sideline officials coming over here and see if he can't talk him out of this pass interference. I'm not so sure their feet didn't get tangled up. The way they both went down, yeah, they're going to wave this off, and I think that's the correct call.
I would have to agree. So it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line. Giancola in the shotgun. Got J.D. Solis from Iran, Texas next to him.
The Braves.
Screen pass, and it's caught for a loss of 2 yards.
Iran, that is a little bitty school, probably 150 kids in high school out in West Texas, down in the Big Bend area.
Yep.
So that is a very small town. And Iran is usually, looks like Iran, but it's called, us Texans, we call it Iran. Looks like a little bitty town, so what a great exposure and experience for him.
Giancola on 3rd down and long, going to unload this one, and just out of the reach of the outstretched arms for Team Stars.
I mean, all the quarterbacks here just got amazing arms and just barely overthrew him. And it looks like all the quarterbacks are just a little too high, just have a little too much in their ball today.
It'll be 4th and 12. Giancola and the crew staying out on the field. Giancola takes the snap. 3-step drop, delivers the ball over the middle of the field. He caught it. He didn't get there.
It's short.
It'll be a turnover on downs.
Tyler Washington comes up with the catch. And
good catch by Washington out of Schroeder, New York, 5'11", 140, but couldn't get to the sticks. Was trying to put the move on and came up about a yard or two short.
Yeah, look at Team Dream coming back, and another defensive stand. You know, Team Stars have done a good job of moving the ball from the 20 to 20, you know, but when they talk about getting into the red zone, you know, Team Stars are struggling a little bit offensively, and Team Dream stepping up huge defensively right now. So that's the difference in the game, is just Team Dream is playing excellent defense, very sound defense, getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and not opening things up. So see if Team Dream can't rebound, respond, and come back and put up some points here. They got to get a drive, a consistent long drive going right here.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Dropping back to pass for Team Dream. He's under a lot of pressure. He's going to go down. Another big play by this Team Stars defensive line. It'll be 2nd and long.
Yeah, you got to get rid of the ball. You know, when your pocket's collapsing like this, and this is coming with awareness and more time and longer you play. He's got to see the pressure, the pocket's collapsing from the outside, step up in the pocket and make the throw.
Christopher Brown from Callaway, Mississippi, has been an impact player for this Team Stars defensive line. He's got 2 sacks today. Number 14, Christopher Brown. So it's going to be 2nd and 22.
6'2", 230, defensive end. I'm just looking for the orange helmet. You find the orange helmet, you're going to find this kid. And it's usually in the backfield. What a swim move he just did.
Handoff up the middle. And Christopher Brown didn't get there, but
he disrupted it.
He definitely disrupted the play. It'll be 3rd down and 18.
He put a swim move on the offensive tackle before the offensive tackle could see where he was out. His first step is so quick, it's so fast. And even though he didn't make the play, he was very disruptive in getting in there.
So 3rd down and long. Team Dream unable to get a lot on offense instead of that 75-yard run with 11 minutes left to go in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, but he hasn't touched the ball since. You know,
need to get the ball back into Marcus Elam's hands.
Yes, for sure.
Instead, it'll be a little screen pass. Picking up a little bit of yardage up to the 26-yard line. He fumbled, but the referee's going to rule that he was down.
It was a big old hit. Big hit from number 0.
Travell Brown, Churchland, Virginia. Him and Christopher Brown from Mississippi have been all over the field making plays today.
Just to have this. I was excited about Team Stars defense, walking through them down there, warming up and seeing everything they had defensively, and talking to the DC. He was super excited about that front 7, and he should be.
Yeah, definitely.
They're very, very good. So, you know, the screen passes are going to be tough today because you can only rush 4. You know, you like to run screens and middle screens and those stuff when you know a full-on blitz of coming of 6 or 7 is coming, because if you can beat those 6 or 7 guys, then you've got your 4 guys on 4 to 5 defenders left. So they're just getting so much pressure with 4 guys.
The punt is away for Team Dream. Ball dribbles.
Take a little dream
roll.
roll.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. That's where Team Stars will take over. Trying to get something going here with 5:10 left to go in the 1st half. It's been a defensive struggle.
Yes, it has.
Their offensive struggle, I should say. Defenses have came to play for both squads today.
Yeah, defense is doing a great job.
And if your Team Stars, I mean, both of these offenses have only had really 1 good play each.
Right.
Both for long touchdowns. Ball spotted at the 39-yard line. Handoff off the right side. He's got a little bit of space here up to the 46-yard line where he's brought down. Gain of 7 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, number 30 playing, was it, no, 90, I'm sorry. Kenyon Hatcher from Cary, North Carolina came in there and disrupted the play. And that's what you want as your defensive tackles, you know. There's a couple of different opinions and philosophies. One, you wanted the defensive tackle to get up the field and, cause havoc and, calls off the timing and rhythm. Go ahead.
And another handoff off the right side, breaking a couple of tackles, running a man over, stays on his feet all the way to the 41-yard line. He's all jacked up on Mountain Dew, and he's got a first down for Team Stars.
Yeah, late holiday, you're gonna have to come in just a hair lower, buddy, and tackle him because he is a very, very thick, low to the ground top runner. Woo. He put a hit. But, you got two different defensive tackles. Someone wants you to stay on the sideline, hold your ground, let your linebackers run. Someone wanted to get up and get disruptive. But number 90 right now, Keenan Hatcher from Cary, North Carolina, is doing a great job of being very disruptive. He's offsides and he's the backup of that 6 inches.
John Michael Sempagnaro in at quarterback for Team Stars. Sempagnaro back to pass. Under a lot of pressure. Evades a tackler, rolling out left. Gonna unleash it down the field. It's almost intercepted. He dropped it. Still, what a defensive play by Team Dream. Colby Peavy from Excel, Alabama. His 6-foot DB almost had himself a pick.
Yeah. I was just thinking right before change of possession, I thought it's going to come down to a turnover. The way this game is setting up. We talked about it earlier, turnovers in the games. Any level, from Pee Wee all the way up to NFL professional, turnovers is really – and I was just thinking, this thing's going to come down to a turnover.
Sempagnaro on the curl route, and he hits his man.
Yellow glove.
That's the first time we've seen Austin Knowles since his 80-yard touchdown snag earlier in the game.
Yep, there's a late holiday came back with a nice open field tackle, wrapped him up, put his head across, wrapped him up, and kind of rolled him down. So,
3rd down and 5.
Huge play right here because Team Stars can move the ball, but 20-20, they'll move the ball. So see if they can't keep this drive going.
Sempagnaro under pressure, rolling out to his left, and a nice ball, little dump off, caught by number 21 for Team Stars, Tyler Dare. The running back. The check down works to perfection. It's 1st and 10 for the Stars.
I mean, you had 4 guys on that play right there, 2 from each team to make a great play. That was a phenomenal tackle by number 17, Brewer Bailey, coming from that safety spot. An excellent catch. A great throw. And you had defensive end coming off the end, making pressure to roll him out. That was a great play all around.
Sempagnaro under pressure. And he tries to dump it off once again, but underthrows it. It'll be 2nd and 10. 2:27 left to go here in the first half.
All right, Team Dream, Team Stars, you got to put this, keep this drive going. Team Dream, you got to step up. You got a first down right there. Now you put them behind the chains at 2nd and 10. See if you can't keep the pressure up and make it a long 3rd down. Team Stars, you're trying to pick up 4 or 5 yards to get yourself in a manageable 3rd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30. Sempagnaro back to pass once again over the middle. Batted and intercepted. Brought down at the 15-yard line. He's made a lot of plays tonight, and he just made another one. Brewer Bailey on the interception.
You just felt like there was going to be a turn, there was going to be something. Now here we go again. Team Dream steps up. Made the defensive stop on their side of the field. All right, Team Dream O, you better put something together here. Your defense is playing their butts off. Now the offense has got to step up. That was tip drill. So yes. The quarterback forced it into a little hole, threw it in tight coverage. Ball bounced straight up in the air, and Brewer Bailey came and picked it off. Luckily on that play, the Team Dream made that tackle because if Brewer Bailey got to the sidelines, there was no one over there. And he could have returned that a long ways, maybe a pick 6.
So after the interception, Team Dream will take over. 2:17 left to go. It's the 2-minute drill. Handoff off the right side. Got a little bit of space. Breaking through the defense across the 30.
There he is.
They'll mark him down at the 32-yard line. To Marcus Elam, his 2nd carry.
Okay, so his average goes from 75 to about 45. Feed the kid the ball.
Yeah, he's got 2 carries for 92 yards.
Yeah, feed him the ball. He makes everyone else look good and do their job better.
Yes, he does. Another handoff up the middle here.
But that's still a very productive play. I know we want to see that big home run, of 75 yards or a 20-yard carry, but still, you pick up 6 yards on your first down and you put yourself second 4. You got 2 more plays to pick up 4 yards, keep the chains moving. So
it's Claiborne on the carry that time.
You got to keep. Come on, you got to get the chains going. Get the plays in. Keep this ball moving. You're running out of time.
2nd down and 5, 1:15 left to go in the first half. Handoff up the middle once again, up to the 40-yard line for Team Dream. Just short, a yard short of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
That was a inside handoff to Caleb Browning from Alabama. 5'10", 215-pound running back.
It'll be 3rd down and 1. Time is a-ticking. Team Dream has 1 timeout left. They got to be strategic on when they want to use it.
Got to get in a sense of urgency, fellas. I know you don't.
Christian Castro in at quarterback. Man to his right and the left. He's going to look to throw. Going to throw a little check down. And he's not going to have the first down yardage.
No, he lost it.
It'll be a timeout here by Team Dream, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Because you got 27 seconds left.
Right, you just put yourself, it's 4th and, it was 3rd and 1. You ran a play. It was unsuccessful, so you put yourself in a 4th and 4 on the 39-yard line. That is a punting situation. There's 27 seconds left. Why do you want to call timeout?
We'll see what they do here. I'm going to guess that Coach Sean Holliday is going to want to go for this. That is my guess.
Why not? It's an all-star game. Just go for it.
Might as well.
Right.
I mean, especially since how good your defense has been. You just got an interception thanks to Brewer Bailey on the tip drill. You've only allowed 7 points, and it was on the first play of the game. So, I would take my chances here.
Yeah, you definitely can. The only thing, if you take a chance here, though, you got Yellow Gloves, who's already seen can burn you deep. Quarterback can definitely throw it 39 yards. So, it looks like they're going to go for it.
Yes, they will. Christian Castro, man to his right, man to his left. Going to look to throw, rolling out right under pressure, throws it incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs with 21 seconds left to go here in the first half. Great field position here for Team Stars. Coach Shiver and his team.
That was about the worst case scenario, the last 2 plays that could have happened for Team Dream. Because now you got the Stars, you got Titna, who is coming in, and he's got a cannon. And, you got Yellow Gloves out here, Knowles. Well, no, Tinta's not coming back in for at quarterback.
Looks like they got Jacob Akey from Monroe, Washington back in there. Akey pumps. And he's got a man, and it's caught, breaking a tackle across the 20, pushed out of bounds at the 15-yard line. 11 seconds left to go, so a nice job by Jacob Akey there.
Hit Tyler Washington.
He gave a little pump for the check down there and then threw it across the middle of the field. Nice job by Washington to break a tackle and to get out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So you got 2 timeouts. You can use your whole playbook here.
11 seconds is just not a lot of time.
Yeah, we learned last night quick about a run on quarterback.
Yes, we did. Akey. The handoff off the left side and trying to pick up a little bit of yardage, and he'll pick up a yard. The timeout will be taken with 4 seconds left to go.
See, that's the only thing about it. You can run the ball right there with 11 seconds and 2 timeouts, but that play was just slow developing and took 7 seconds. So if you're watching this and then watched the game last night, Dak Prescott about the same spot of where the teams are right now. Just took off running for 16 yards with 14 seconds left, and as you know, all the research and counting and times, and every time they've done it in practice, still not enough time to get back to the line of scrimmage and spike the ball because the Cowboys didn't have any timeouts. And also the other thing is the umpire has to set the ball every play, and I don't know if the Cowboys didn't know that or just didn't or forgot about it. But
and this is interesting here. You got Team Stars lining up for the field goal. If it's good, they'll take a 3-point lead into halftime. If not, we'll be still deadlocked in a tie. The kick for Team Stars. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is good. Team Stars goes into the break up 3, ending the first half with a field goal, 10-7. It's been a defensive battle here in the first half.
Just the team dream right at the last few plays of the second quarter, right before half, just kind of put everything, in the, don't want to call it mismanagement, but it could have been done differently, and that would have allowed Team Stars not to have been in the opportunity to definitely come down, drive 20 yards, and kick the field goal to go up by 3 points right into halftime, and a huge momentum change right there.
And you kind of look at, you might be looking at the end of this one, if it comes down to about a 3-point game, Coach Sean Holliday might come back to that and say, hey man, maybe we should have punted in that situation. So but nevertheless, a nice job by the Stars to pick up a little bit of yardage. Picked up about 15-20 yards there to set up that field goal attempt that was good by the Stars.
It's only coming out with a 15-minute halftime. This thing's going to be short, so not much time to recover, make adjustments, make any changes. So
we'll see what they can come up with, and excited to see play here in the second half.
So we're going to figure out what we're going to do at halftime, or we're going to stay live, or if we're going to take a break for just a second. All right, we'll be back and give us about 10 minutes right before halftime. We'll come back on, give our first half thoughts, and recount the first half, and get ready for the second half kickoff.
She's a runner, she's a track star. She gon' run away when it gets hard. She can't take the pain, she can't get scarred. She hurt anyone that gets involved. Don't wanna commit by taking this far. She gon' do the race, just not this one. Love is a game you used to cheer for. When I was down the top, you were here for. You, see the trail of heartbreak, get harder like it cool. I guess way too late, it's convenient for you. The dirt you left don't turn into dust, it don't move. It's a waiting for you. Girl,
Well, 3 minutes left to go here in this halftime break. Hunter Paris alongside Cody Martindale here at AT&T Stadium. The Stars 10, Team Dream 7. Cody, what did you see out of that first half?
If you like defense, you love this game.
Right.
If you wanted that track meet, high shootout offenses, you're not seeing it so far. So I think that's just it. It's so hard for offenses to get on the same page and these linemen to get on the same page.
It's just so hard to do that in 3 days.
Yes.
What was our first practice? Friday?
So that's the thing.
Or was it just Saturday?
It was just Sunday. So it was just yesterday, and they were with each other, and they had the combine and all this different type of stuff through the Dream All-American group on Saturday, and they had they had 2 practices, and they were both yesterday. One was the 7:30 to 10:30 session. That's the one that we went to, and then they had the 12:30 to 2:30 one yesterday as well. And some of those teams were using the one of the practice periods as a walkthrough period to just talk about, hey, we're going to run these plays, and kind of get the game install for the formations and stuff that they're going to run. And just not a lot of time for these teams to prepare. And when we first saw in the first quarter, both teams jumped out to 7 points pretty quickly. With 10:49 left to go, it was 7-7, and we went into half. The score's 10-7. So it's been a defensive game for sure so far, and excited to see if these offenses can come alive in the second half. Because, if you're paying to watch this game,
At least me, I'm paying to watch some big offensive plays and a high-scoring affair.
Yeah, definitely. You want to see the excitement. You want to see, all the big plays, touchdowns. But just going back to the defense, the defense are playing really good. They are. It's not, especially in this part of the country, we have the Big 12. Everybody wants to play offense, and everybody's big offensive stars, and, wants to shine. And nobody really wants to play defense down here. And that's what, the Big 12 is, the big knack on the Big 12, knock on
The Big 12 is that it's, no defense.
Zero
Got to go to
defense.
SEC for defense.
Yeah.
But here, you still got a lot of guys that are playing defense, and you can say maybe in this game the defensive talent is a little bit better than the offense, and I think that's great, because to be a complete football team, offense wins games, defense wins championships, and look at the national championship just a few about a week 10 days ago. What won it for Georgia?
Right.
Their defense.
Yep, exactly.
The defense won it for Georgia. What got Alabama to that game? Defense. And so, I really like watching this and seeing the defensive talent out here.
I would definitely have to agree. And these teams are both very evenly matched, I would say. Both got a lot of playmakers, and that just goes to show that Shannon Riley and his group, big shout out to him, the Dream Sports group. They just did a great job putting this whole thing together. This is the first year of the Rising Stars game, and we're lucky enough to come out here and broadcast the game. And just a lot of talent out on the field, a lot of young talent. These guys might be back for the Senior Bowl next year if they're juniors, and heck, they can play in the Rising Stars game again next year if they're freshmen or sophomores. So these kids still got a long way to go. But as Coach Ratcliffe Thomas, he's coaching one of the teams that's coming up at 3 o'clock. He was talking to all the parents at the banquet the other night, and he said, "Hey, it seems like your kids got a long way to go, but at the same time, it flashes by in an instant." And that just, I can't agree with that more, especially me graduating high school just a couple of years ago. It really flies by really, really fast, and you think you have a lot of time. In reality, it flies by.
It does. It goes by so fast, and most kids, get 10 games a year. So in your career, you're getting 40. You're getting 40. You're getting 40 games in a career. So it's we're supposed to wave down through the cameraman.
Oh, we're waving.
There's our production booth up here. You know, you get 40 games. You're guaranteed 40 games in a high school career. So, you know, it does go by fast. So now here we are getting ready to line up for the second half kickoff, and let's see if Stars can't come out and go put some points on the board right here and back-to-back possessions.
Can definitely make it a two-possession game if they're able to go down and put a touchdown on the board. That would be huge. Ready to kick back off here and kick off this second half. Stars lead 10-7 on the Dream. Dream got the ball first, so the Stars will get a shot on offense here first, and a solid return up to the 30-yard line for number 23. That's Jalen Washington from Houston, Mississippi, 5'8" running back. 1st and 10 for Team Stars at their own 31-yard line.
It's Taylor.
Oh, excuse me, Taylor Dare from St. Edmunds, Louisiana.
See what quarterback comes out there. There's Tidna coming out first.
So Joseph Tinta from Florida, trying to go put some points on the board for Team Stars. And that's the thing about these coaches. You know, they're trying to get all their players to play and get their film in. And hopefully the coaches are just hoping that they play to their best abilities.
Go to a little empty set.
Tinta sends a man in motion. Little jet sweep action. Off the left side, got a little bit of space, breaking through the defense. It's about a 9-yard gain there. So solid start on offense for Team Stars.
What was the difference said? Did a little motion there, a little pre-snap motion, and hit up the jet sweep. Trying to get you on the 3 receivers, get your 3 receivers out front blocking, try to get some downfield blocking for him. And it worked because they picked up 9 yards. So see if they come back with nope, they're going to go back to a 2-by-2.
2nd and 1. Tinta, a man to his left, takes the snap, drop back to pass. Going to chunk it deep down the field, and it's intercepted. Team Dream, the 2nd interception of the game on the return across midfield to the 40-yard line. Team Dream coming up big once again.
They sure
on
did.
The interception that time, Lath Holiday, Coach Holiday's son, making a statement here, and Team Dream has got the ball back. Got to go put points on the board.
Yeah, you got to come. Offense has got to help this defensive out and go put some points on the board. That was a great interception there, picking it off. You know, he went up and high point the ball. Didn't got to make a better decision there. I mean, I know he was rolling out, trying to make something happen, but you know, you threw it into triple coverage.
Yep.
Just take what you can get, check it down, take the 5-yard. If it's not there, you know, throw it out of bounds. There we go back to a 2-back gun.
Bruce Newell in the 3rd in at quarterback, and the right guard reached back to talk to the quarterback, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
Yep, once the hands down, you're set. You got to hold your water, buddy.
1st and 15 for Team Dream. Handoff off the left side. Breaking a couple of tackles. Nice stiff arm, and he'll be down at the 38-yard line.
That was the first play. That was the first play they scored on. Was that same play right there? It's like a, you know, you can call it a stretch. You can call it a sweep. You know, where you're trying to hit outside that tackle, but you got to pull and guard. You got your fullback leading the way, trying to seal that edge and get him some running room out in the open space.
To Marcus Elam on the carry there. Pick up of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
See what they can do here. Take a shot, 2nd down. You know, you can take your shot at the end zone right here. You're really in 4-down territory.
2nd and 8, Newland in the shotgun. Dropping back to pass. Going to roll out left. Deliver a ball and just overthrew him.
Everything is high today. A little high, a little far. Probably because, you know, the quarterback's got some excitement, got a little extra juice in them, you know, and they just got to relax, go back to their mechanics, you know, go back to what they've been taught and just make a good throw.
Going to be 3rd down and 8. Newland telling the play call to his team.
So you don't have to pick up all 8 yards right here. You do. You're in 4-down territories for sure. So go ahead and, if you can only get 4 or 5 yards, hey, that's fine. Pick up 4 or 5 yards, and then you put yourself in a manageable 4th down.
Newland drops back to pass, throws it over the middle, almost intercepted. Pass falls incomplete, so it'll be 4th down and 8.
I can't tell, was that ball tipped or did this come out of his hand awkward?
I believe it came out of his hand awkwardly.
Yeah, it's hard.
Hit both teams in the hands for sure.
Right, the way it just left, I couldn't tell from where our angle and from where we're at. But the ball was not a spiral; it was a little off, so I couldn't tell. But yeah, either way, that was going to be a tough catch, as the ball was a little low and coming down.
So 4th and 8, 4-down territory, as you said. Got to get a little bit of Newland magic here.
Yeah, you got to come up with the big throw here.
4th and 8, 2-by-2. Newland drops back to pass, going for it all, and it's intercepted at the 12-yard line on the return, across the 25 to the 30, pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
No, he had him too, and I was just talking about overthrowing everything, and I don't know if he tried to ease off of it to put a little bit more touch under it and just underthrew him. Just underthrew Jameer Hunter from West Virginia.
And they're running down to the end zone like they're he's hitting the gritty now. They were running down to the end zone like the pros do, and going to take a picture down in the end zone, but nobody's out there taking a picture of them. So they turn back around. It'll be 1st and 10 for Team Stars. A big play there by this Team Stars defense. And handoff up the middle now. Busting it out to the outside, little bit of space across the 45. Hurdles a man across midfield. Pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line for Team Dream. My goodness gracious, what a play.
Looked like Zeke back in his early days in this stadium with the hurdle.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, just trying to get your guys outside. Neither team has had a lot of success running between the tackles. So, when you usually have these speeds and these type of athletes, get these guys out in space. Make them where they're one-on-one with one other person. They make a guy miss.
Handoff up the middle once again to him. It's a gain of about a yard or 2.
And they make me look smart. Get the ball on the edges and let these guys go.
12:06 left to go here in the 3rd quarter, and both teams have already had one possession. This is the Stars' 2nd possession.
Right, but we've seen throughout the game the Stars, they look great. You really say 20-20, but they've been stalling out somewhere between 25 and 30-yard line. Let's see if they can't punch one in.
And
he picked it.
Interception here.
He got his feet down.
We'll see what the penalty flag's on. Believe this might be offensive holding,
yes.
So if that stands, that'll be the 3rd interception of the day for Team Dream.
Find that, yeah, what a great, I think, is that number 8 or 0?
We're about to find out. I believe it's number 8 for Team Dream.
Chauncey Lee from West Monroe,
Louisiana.
I wonder if he knows the Duck Dynasty people.
Right now, I don't think that he has a beard down there, so I don't know.
Right. What a great job of reading the quarterback, getting in between the quarterback and receivers, and then just reading his eyes and just reading him where he was going to go with the ball, and stepped right in front. Got those 1 foot down. Up here, looked like he got both feet down, but great job there. What a pick.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Handoff off the left side. Trying to get something going here, turning it up the field. Nice job to get a couple of yards there. That's number 3, Caleb Browning from Excel, Alabama, on the carry.
Yes, he's a rock. He is just a big old stout up kid. He's the bruiser for sure.
Yeah, the bruiser back.
The bruiser back. We
need to get so me and Cody obviously broadcast for a local high school out here in the Dallas area, and we've had a couple of bruiser backs come through the high school in the 2 seasons that we've been broadcasting out there. Big shout out to Logan Lewis.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Him and Logan look like a lot.
Yeah.
Even the same number.
Christian Castro. Handoff off the right side.
Now here comes
Trying
Lightning.
to get something going.
He's
He's going to break it loose. 45, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. One man to beat.
Touchdown.
And he beat him. Touchdown. Team Dream.
Get that cat the ball on the edge.
To Marcus Elam. He's got to be averaging like 500 yards a carry.
Yeah, get the ball to him on the edge. I mean, you knew eventually he was going to bust one, and woo, man, he got some wheels. He can go. He has definitely been, so far, been the highlight offensive player. There's been a lot of good defensive players, but him and definitely offensive player so far from Team Dream is it's got to go to him. He's been the offensive player of the game so far.
Extra point is up, and that's good. Team Dream with a 4-point lead.
Good job come back and rebounding right there.
And Coach Holliday's all hyped up on the sideline. I think I saw him hitting the Gangnam Style or something down there.
No, it's good. I mean, your defense have been playing their butts off, getting turnovers after turnovers, and you're not capitalizing on it. And finally, they capitalized and punched one in and, get Elam the ball. That's all I can say, right now. A 6 foot, 190-pound tailback from Georgia. Did you get any information on him before the game?
To Marcus?
Yes.
I believe I talked to him a little bit yesterday, but not quite sure. He's a playmaker. I know his name now for sure.
I was about to say, if you don't know his name now, and college coaches, any college coaches out there wanting to find out some players, I picked that guy. I want him on my team.
Most definitely. Kickoff here for Team Dream. Finally able to get on the board. DeMarcus Elam responsible for both touchdowns. The kick is away. And it will be caught at the 16-yard line. On the return, a big hit. And he's got a little bit of space here on this left side. It'll be pushed out across midfield at about the 48-yard line. But good Lord, what a hit.
Number 33, Wallace. Yeah.
Gacy Wallace.
From Tennessee. He came out of that like a rocket.
Yes, he did. He laid a huge hit on one of the return men for Team Stars.
He did. He came out of nowhere and laid the kid out.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
But Taylor did a good job. The running back from Louisiana did a good job of going all the way across the field, trying to get in that wall, and gave Team Dream a great field possession.
Stars offense back on the field. Rolling out right, delivering a ball, and is that intercepted? Woo! It's either caught or intercepted, and it's caught.
What a play.
What a snag, what a throw.
Both of them. Yep.
Number 17, David Garcia from G. Holmes, Braddock, Florida.
Went against number 17, Brewer Bailey.
Yep.
So, woo.
Brewer's been a playmaker today, but a nice play there by David Garcia to get his team rolling on offense.
Absolutely. 17 versus 17. That was a great catch.
And you got to give it up to John Michael Sempagnaro, who delivered that ball.
Yes, he's doing a great job.
Sempagnaro again on the out route. Pass is complete. Gain of about 3 yards. Nice tackle by Team Dream there.
Yeah, you look at Colby Peavy, number 10 from the DB from Alabama. He's a 6 foot, 175-pound. He looks like a football player. You just watch, you just look out there and watch out there, and he just looks like a football player out there at that corner position. Now he's got his back to us a little bit, and so.
2nd and 8, Sempagnaro, and it's intercepted off the hands of the wide receiver. On the return is Emmanuel Luska.
From Virginia.
And the return The turnover chain is getting its wear today.
Yeah, it is.
The 4th interception for Team Dream.
And that's a tough play. It's such a tough play on the quarterback, throwing the interception, because he, he was just sitting there, right place, right time, and just kind of fell into his lap. But still got to step up and make the play. Was it the 3rd interception for Team Dream in this second half?
And if you're Team Stars, you're a little bit worried as Team Dream's got a 4-point lead. If they go down and score here, you're in a little bit of trouble.
Oh, and Team Dream's got this guy. If you haven't heard of him, number 28, Elam.
Marcus Elam?
He's really good.
Is he? I haven't seen so
yeah.
far.
If you can't tell.
He's averaging 300 yards a carry.
Get this cat the ball.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Going deep down the field. He's got a man. Oh, it's just dropped. A big defensive play by Team Stars.
Ooh.
And we got an injury on the field.
Kadarius King
from Sumner County, Georgia, is a little banged up.
The wide receiver from Georgia. It looked like it came down awkward. So we'll got to see what's going on. He looks like he's in a lot of pain. I'm not so sure if he didn't come down on his shoulder. The way he went up and caught the ball and it came down, it's really hard to tell, but the way it came down, it looked like it could be possibility, could be a shoulder injury. So I know the cameras will view away from that. And
it was a beautiful ball there, though.
Yes.
By the quarterback in the game for Team Dream.
Yeah, it is. It was a great ball there. It was a great route. And just 2 great football players going after each, trying to make a play on the ball. You had DB going up, tipped it.
I believe Newland the 3rd is still in there at quarterback for Team Dream.
Yeah, then you had King go up, try to come up came off his fingertips, and they came down awkwardly on each other. And I hate to see a kid get hurt in an all-star game like this, but overall it was just it was a great play by both of them. So we'll see Team Dream. I mean, they're still, you got a chance right here to give yourself some distance and separate yourself. You're up by 4 points. If you can definitely go down and get a TD, then you definitely be out by 2 possessions.
We'll see what they can do. Prayers go out to Kadarius King.
Oh,
I hope everything is okay and he'll be good to go by the time off-season workouts start for him.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, this is an all-star game. This is supposed to be something that is supposed to be rewarding for the kids, and all that.
And a big round of applause for him as he gets up off the turf.
Yeah, definitely. It is that left shoulder. You have your medical staff. You got coaches from both teams, all the medical staff out there, and he's holding his left arm. So definitely the way he came down on that shoulder. That's. We're no medical doctor by no means. We're just announcer, but it looked like he came down on that left shoulder, and I don't know if the shoulder popped or if something happened, but. Come over here and get him some medical attention, and hopefully he'll be good to go for his high school and his hometown coming up in the next maybe year or 2 that he has left.
2nd and 10. Handoff up the gut. A little bit of space here. Rumbling and stumbling across the 30 all the way to the 33.
Oh, we got a little extracurricular activity going on behind the play.
So we'll see who that's on. It's going to be a personal foul on someone.
Now you got number 3 hobbling off the field.
Looks like we're going to have another injury timeout.
That was a great run. It was a great run up the middle. He, just that big bruiser bag, just trying to pick up any extra yards. And it looked like there's going to be 15 yards tacked on to the end of it for a little extracurricular. Some offensive linemen and no-line and D-line got into it.
Caleb Browning, the injured running back for Team Dream.
But definitely, I mean, you like to see the offensive line and defensive line get nasty and get mean. The offensive lineman from Team Dream probably started it, but that goes back to the old saying: who gets caught.
Not the first, but the second.
The second one gets caught. Second one always gets caught. And the second one right here, defensive line from Team Stars retaliated, and guess what? He got the 15-yarder.
1st and 10, Newland. The handoff is to the main man, and he's got nothing going there.
That was
Marcus Elam picked up about 2 or 3.
That was an excellent job by the defensive end and outside linebackers from Team Stars. And you got the kid with that ability and that speed and, you know, trying to string it out. The Team Stars did a great job of stringing that out, and their corners. Number 27, Vincent Allen from, Stuttgart, he came up, and the DB did a great job of finally forcing him out of bounds for about a 2-yard. Definitely held him to his shortest run of the day.
And I got a note about Vincent Allen after this play. 2nd down and 8 at the 50-yard line. Handoffs up the gut, breaking it off the right side. Got a little bit of space. And it's going to be across the 40 all the way to the 38-yard line. Vincent Allen, who made that nice play just a play ago, is from Germany. So shout out to Vincent Allen.
I wondered that because I saw, where they're from, and I'm like,
I don't know what AE is. I
Right.
found that out at the banquet that we had.
I thought that might have been like a typo, and I was thinking maybe, well, is it Alabama, where it is. But, going back to that last play, Claiborne from California, excellent job there of following your blockers, seeing the hole. And once you get into the hole, then make that cut.
Yep.
He was on the hash marks, and he cut it out to the numbers. That is great vision, and that's something you can't teach. That is a great play.
1st and 10, handoffs to Marcus Elam. Oh, I thought he was going to stay on his feet, but instead he slung down like a rag doll in there making the play for Team Stars, Travell Brown.
Yeah, it's, Christopher Brown right there. So what they was is they were trying to get a GT there where he pulled the guard and he kicks out the play side defensive end, and the tackle wraps around and picks up the linebacker. But you forgot a 6'2", 230-pound defensive end over there.
Yeah, Christopher Brown.
You forgot, and the play is designed where you don't block him, where you send the opposite running back to go like chip him or block him, But they missed on that, and he chased him down from behind. That's a phenomenal play by a big defensive end.
It was a loss of 6, 2nd and 16. Newland in the shotgun, asking for the ball. And a timeout will be taken by Team Dream.
Yeah, miscommunication there between the quarterback and center. He's snapping the ball, watching the play clock tick down. He's trying to get the ball snapped and just didn't get it, so it cost Team Dream a timeout. But
Team Dream has 2 timeouts left. Still a lot of time to be played here. Still a lot of time on the clock. 6:13 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Dream lead 14-10. Facing a long 2nd down and 16.
Yep, this is a huge drive.
Third quarter's time is starting to run down a little bit. Then the clock starts coming a factor. Team Dream can go down and point some points on the board. Separate them from themselves and really start locking their chances. Or the Team Stars make another stop time and time again and
give their offense one more opportunity. Team Dream's backed up right now.
Yes, they are at 2nd and 16. It's Marcus Elam on the right side of Newland. Newland's going to drop back to pass. Trying to evade a couple of tacklers, and he can't. Here he is again. Number 14, Christopher Brown from Callaway, Mississippi. It's his 3rd sack of the night.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah. There's no other way around. You can say what you want, but yes, he's good. He has definitely been the defensive standout so far. And it's just find the orange helmet. If you're watching and you're not for sure, can't read the jerseys, look out on the field, find the orange helmet, and follow that kid.
Yep, 100%.
Because he's usually, the orange helmet is taller than everybody, sticks out over the top, and he's always in the backfield.
3rd down and 22 at the 50-yard line. Newland, lone shotgun, gonna unload it deep down the field, almost caught. And Team Dream looking for a flag and some extracurricular activity going on out there.
Yeah,
It'll be 4th down and 22, so Team Dream's gonna have to punt this away.
once again, you know, they try to find Jameer Hunter on a route, ball just a hair underthrown because 14 Christopher Brown was back there with the pressure and threw the quarterback's timing off, and the quarterback had to get rid of it just a hair too quick. So then a little extracurricular activity afterwards. They're just mouthing, you know, no pushing and shoving and fighting.
So 4th down and 22. Team Dream's going to elect to punt. 5:12 left to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Wonder how long these guys that are the custodial crew here in the stadium has been.
Oh my gosh.
Probably got here when the game was over.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You think about all the seats in the stadium. They had a whiteout in this stadium as the long snap rolls and picked up and punted away. And nice heads-up play there by Team Dream and number 21, Luke Sanchez, to down it as it was heading back towards where they punted it from. But you just think about yesterday, they had the whiteout yesterday, and they had towels on every single seat in this building, and there's 0 towels left. You look around, and it's all cleared out. We've seen the custodian crew ever since we got here early this morning, and they've been going to work. And
it's crazy. There was 102 or 3,000 people in the stadium yesterday.
That's ridiculous.
Not even 24 hours.
Handoff off the left side. A little bit of space here for the Stars. Gain of about 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
Remember Nathan Starks from Indiana? It was a good little run there. Offensive tackles did a good job of sealing the edge, you know, hooking that defensive end, getting him pushed inside, and gave him a little space to run on the outside.
2nd and 3, ball at the 31-yard line. Rolling out right for Team Stars, trying to find someone, and a nice throw there by a key, and pushed out of bounds at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Yeah,
So a nice job by Jacob Akey from Monroe, Washington, getting out of the pocket and completing that little out route over there.
he did a good job of coming and finding the out. You know, he's rolling. You know, when you get in pressure like that and you can't, you know, go through all your progressions and your reads, just find your hot route. You know, and the receiver did a great job of breaking back to the ball.
1st down and 10, Akey.
There's
Little screen pass, got a little bit of space, some solid blocking, breaking a couple of tackles across midfield, and he's absolutely leveled.
There he is, number 10. As this game goes on, Colby Peavy, the DB from Alabama, he's starting to stand out just a hair more. You know, he's doing a great job over there. You keep thinking about it, well, we haven't called his name a lot, but if you're a corner, you don't want your name called a lot.
No, you do not.
If your name's called out a lot as a corner, that usually means, you know, someone's scoring on you or in the cover, you know.
Right.
So
1st and 10. Jacob Akey's got his team rolling at the 49-yard line. And a nice little screen pass. And oh my goodness gracious, another big hit. It's a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1 at the 40.
There's Peavy again. I mean, he maybe could have came up a couple steps quicker, you know, and filled out, but still, he just he's not afraid to hit you.
Not at all.
He's a great-looking kid. And it's funny he's out at corner. If he goes to the next level, I bet he's a safety.
Jacob Akey, handoff off the right side, picking up the 1st down.
He definitely looks like a safety to me. But, yeah, great job of Team Dream, keeping that interior, middle of the defense, you know, keeping that all clogged up. Team Stars, if they're going to score a touchdown, they're going to have to do this on the edge.
Definitely 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. A key in the shot. Takes the snap. Little quick route on the curl. A nice catch and run. Up to the 29-yard line. Don't mark him at the 30.
How in the world did Kenyon Hatcher from Cary, North Carolina, the 6'3", 265 defensive tackle, I think he's playing a little bit of end of day. I don't think that was designed where you blitz and drop your defensive end in coverage.
I don't think so.
I guess he just read it they were running a curl route right behind him, so he took off running.
Nice heads-up awareness by him, though.
Yes.
2nd down and 1. A key running back to his right. Key takes the snap.
Nice little first cut.
Nice first cut. Pick up a 1st down, gain of 3. They need 1. It'll be 1st down and 10, so a lengthy, long drive here for Team Stars.
Right, a lot of us on the ground. They've nickel and dimed it down the field. They've done a great job. We've seen this. Okay, now I'm challenging you, Team Stars. Punch it. Punch it in the end zone. Get this touchdown.
McKee takes the snap, another handoff. Up the middle, it's got a little bit of space. Breaking across the 20. Gain of 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down and 2.
All right, there you go. There's a great 1st down play. You picked up 8 yards. Going inside right there, going inside, hitting that hole on that zone block, hitting that, bouncing it to the outside. Put yourself in a great position for 2nd down.
Handoff up the middle again, breaking it out to the outside. And he'll be right at the sticks. Should be a 1st down. Handoff that time was to number 4, Nathan Starks from Carroll, Indiana. And an official timeout. It'll be an injury timeout. So what a job by Team Stars coming in on this drive and haven't gotten a lot going throughout the game, and is able to run the ball. And Jacob McKee's made some big throws, the freshman out of Washington.
Yeah, he has. They've done a good job of just being, just keeping the drive going, not making mistakes, completing a few passes for 5 to 10 yards here. We're getting these 5, 7, 8 yard runs, and that's great. That's what you got to do to put a drive together. So, got to finish it, though. You got to finish it.
Yes, you do. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So it looks like we won't run a play here in the 3rd quarter.
And they will run out the clock, and that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Team Dreams holding up the foes. Headed to the 4th quarter here at AT&T Stadium. Dream leads the Stars 14-10. And excited for this last 15 minutes of play.
Me too. Starting to get a little chippy, starting to get a little feisty. I like it. In an all-star game like this.
You don't really expect too much of that, right?
Right.
You don't really know these kids, but that you're playing against. But it's definitely been chippy, and you love to see the emotion with the players, and just shows you how much they care and how excited they are to be here and how much they want to win.
So no, exactly. It is, and that's what you like about this, because football is a very, very violent, very aggressive, passionate sport, and you have to, play that way.
Yep.
You got to play that way. You got to match intensity. You got to have that sense of urgency, and that's what I like about football is, it questions, I'm not going to say it questions your manhood, but it somewhat questions your manhood. And these kids are growing up. These kids are learning. And it's just not football. That's life. You're still a young pup. That's life. Life is full of challenges. And how are you going to overcome the challenges? And how are you going to face adversity?
Right.
You know, and this football is a great sport. It's a great sport to teach young men these things, and here we go. Team Dreams in a little adversity right now. How are they going to respond? How are they going to respond? Can Team Stars, you know, overcome their issues they've had on offense and punch it in? So it's going to be a great. This is going to be a great fourth or great plays right here to
It's coming from over there.
see what we can do. But Team Stars has gone into a Team Stars has gone into a overload heavy set though.
Handoff off, up the gut, excuse me. Good for about 5 or 6, and if your Team Stars are going to take that every time.
Well, yeah, for sure. You know, the way the Team Dream has been, you know, picked the ball off so much today, and the way their DBs are playing. You know, if your Team Stars keep it on the ground, if you're picking up 4 or 5 yards a pop, they brought in an extra offensive tackle, then brought in the big defensive end to help be a lead blocker.
Handoff, bouncing it off the outside. Hurdles a man. Is he in? He's in. Touchdown, Team Stars.
Guess who's leading the way? The defensive end.
Yep.
Christopher Brown. Picked up that not a blitzing linebacker, but picked up the linebacker on that lead play, and running back walked in right behind him. Brown is special.
Yes, he is.
Brown is definitely special. So that was by far Team Stars' best drive. You know, the best consistent drive they've had all day.
Yes, it was. Went about, if I had to guess, about 70 yards, 70, 75 yards. Nice job by Jacob McKee leading his team into the end zone. Kick is good, 17-14. Stars take back the lead from the Dream. Dream got to go put a really good drive together right here and stay in this thing.
Yeah, they do. And now it's your turn. Now it's your turn to rebound, to respond. You're in the little bit of adversity right now. You know, you kind of lost momentum. So what are you going to do? You got to come back. It's like life, you know, when you face challenges, you got to come back. You got to respond, hit it straight on. So let's see Team Dream come out and get them a good return. Get their offense set up in decent field positions, and see if Newland, the quarterback, if he's coming back out to play, see what Newland can do. Newland, and then obviously Elam, see what they can put together and come back and respond.
14-21 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Team Stars versus Team Dream. This has gone back and forth. Stars went out to an early 7-0 lead. Then Dream responded 7-7 for a long time, and then right before the half, Team Stars took a field goal, 10-7. Then the Dream came down, made it 14-10. And now it is 17-14 after the long Stars touchdown drive.
You got to get us a kicking tee. All right, found the tee.
So, ready to kick off is Team Stars. Team Dream's offense needs to get something going here. Little squib kick, a nice return. Nice heads-up return by number 24, Jordan Sweetser from James Wood, Virginia.
Yeah, it was. You know, a little pooch kick over there to the sideline. Looked like they had a little hole open there to see if they can't lay. Team Dream couldn't lay something down in that hole, but I'm sorry, Team Stars couldn't lay something down, and did great. Team Dream did a great job running over there and catching it and turning and getting upfield.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
All right, here we go back to two-back gun.
Christian Castro, the quarterback. It's a give off the right side. Being patient with it is the running back, breaking it out to the outside. All the way to the 30-yard line. Number 34 with the yellow helmet on the carry, Jeremiah Claiborne from Damien, California.
Yeah, great. They went back to that GT play, but ran it, ran it towards Brown, and then, did a great job. Offensive guard kicked out, and we got all kinds of movement.
All kinds of movement. I'm going to guess this is going to be a false start.
Yeah, because the defensive lineman jumped from this side of opposite end. Yeah.
False start on the offense.
On the left tackle.
Andre Brady from Edna, Texas. Excuse me. I believe that's Zachary Bowen from Lakeland, Virginia. They got a little excited over there. So 2nd down and 15. Should be 1st down and 15. There it is. Christian Castro. He's got Tamarcus Elam to his right. And a nice hard run once again. 25-20, 15-10 towards the pylon.
He got it.
Touchdown. Team Dream. Ooh. Coming alive, Jeremiah Claiborne, all the way from Damien, California.
He did. He broke about 3 tackles on that play, and unbelievable job of keeping your feet moving. When you go back and watch that play, you look and you're like, move your feet, move your feet. You always tell your running back, keep your feet moving. And, man, he did. He took a couple hits and kept those legs a-turning and took it to the house.
38 yards. The longest run of the day for Jeremiah Claiborne. And the running game for Team Dream has been phenomenal.
Yes,
this is to make it a 4-point game. Kicker for Team Dream set up. And the kick is right down the middle. It's good. 13:03 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Team Dream 21, Team Stars 17. Team Dream has dominated the Rock on the ground, but, I mean, Team Stars had a really good drive last time running the ball as well.
Yeah. This game has been really, really close, really, really tight, back and forth, defense is stepping up, and now the offenses are finally clicking and going to put some points on the board.
Got the Senior Bowl up at 3 o'clock, so very excited about that. See these seniors come out and play one last game in their high school career. Prove to some colleges that they deserve to play college ball. And excited to see what all the seniors have to offer. A lot of them came to watch this game.
Absolutely. Yeah, you see them starting to trickle in a little bit and sitting down, and it'll be good. That's good. I'm really excited about that. Because they're going to be playing because of, this is really their last film, last opportunity to put something together for these colleges out here. So it's going to be good.
Kickoff by Team Dream is booted away. It'll be recovered at the 6-yard line and returned up the middle. Got a little bit of space. He might go. He's got 2 men to beat. Beats one of them. And he's caught from behind at the 22-yard line. An electric return for Team Stars. And their offense doesn't have very far to go to punch this thing in.
Sitting up here, he read it perfect. It parted. It parted on his right, and you could just kind of see that lane just open up, and he saw it, and he hit 5th gear, and he was gone.
Got Joseph Tinta back in the game for Team Stars.
I think we got an injured player over there on the sideline.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. It does look like an injured player for Team Dream.
Looks like he gave it a little stretch, so maybe got a little cramp going on in his calf. So hopefully that's all it is.
So they'll stretch him out.
Wow, what a turn of events. You said it earlier, you wanted to see some offense.
You wanted to see some playmaking. Well, we've seen it.
Definitely.
There's definitely some playmaking ability going on right now on both teams. The stars are starting to come out, and you really can tell.
Hopefully he's okay.
Looks like that old calf is all tightened up on him.
They'll bring him across the field. Team Stars offense got some juice after that big return. Ball spotted at the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Got a lot of tour groups coming through AT&T Stadium.
Right. I tried to sneak in one earlier and just stand there and listen a little bit, but by the time we went down the field and talked to everybody, we were running out of time, but I wanted to talk to her. I wanted to listen to the woman talk about all the amount of food and beverages and everything they serve on a Cowboy game and everything they went through yesterday.
Yeah, what they went through yesterday. Handoff off the right side. Nice hard running. Going to be a gain of about 6 or 7. As I mentioned earlier, Joseph Tinta in at quarterback again for Team Stars. He started the game for the Stars.
Yep. You know, it's coming down to crunch time. You want to definitely pick who you think your best is.
You definitely need to look towards Austin Knowles' way if you're going to throw the ball.
Yes. He's lined up here in this slot, a tight slot. Needs to stand still. He's moving too much.
Tinta going to look to throw. He's got a man on his check down route. And there is a whistle. Whistle's blown dead. Play is blown dead.
Neither one of the defenders or him didn't want to give it up. Had Knowles there on a flag pattern to the back corner of the pylon. Lob the ball up to him and let him go get it.
So we're going to blow the play dead. 11:30 and ticking. Ball's at the 20-yard line. Big play right here for Team Stars. 3rd and 6. If they don't convert here, you're looking at a 4th down.
Oh, yeah.
Conversion.
You're in 4th down territory for sure.
Tinta takes the snap. Going to look to throw, and a penalty flag flies.
That's quick.
It'll be a false start.
Jumped.
So instead of 3rd and 6, becomes a lot harder. Almost doubling the distance. It's 3rd and 11 now. Ball is at the 25-yard line. Tinta, a man to his right.
Just get 5 or 6 yards. You don't got to get them all. Just get 5 or 6 yards. Put yourself in a manageable situation.
Tinta rolling out right. Going to chuck it towards the end zone.
He caught it! What a catch!
What a play! Team Stars.
Hey, just go for all of it at once.
You might as well. Tinta, what a ball.
Trying to see, was that number 17? Yep, number 17.
David Garcia from G. Holmes, Braddock, Florida. The 5'10 wide receiver hauled that one in. He had a couple earlier that went through his hands, and that one went right into the end zone.
Yes. Almost our Moss call. It wasn't quite a Moss.
No, it wasn't quite a Moss, but that was just a heck of a play from the young man out of G. Holmes, Braddock.
Yes, what a throw right down the sidelines. Led him, and that ball was either going to be caught by him or land out of bounds. You can't ask for much better of a throw than that.
And the kick is up. The kick is no good. So that's kind of interesting. It's 23-21 with 10:48 left to go. Team Dream, all they need is a field goal to take the lead back, but there still is a lot of time left to play.
Well, when he kicked it, he kind of came across his body a little too much on his follow-through. And I looked at the upright and I thought, that didn't look right because I didn't ever lose Brown.
Right.
I mean, at this angle where you're looking at, you either say, do you lose Brown or do you lose yellow? You don't look to see if he makes it because you can't tell, you know, from here at this angle. And I looked up and I thought, in that split millisecond, I'm like, I lost yellow.
Right.
And then I looked down at the ref and he said no good. So he just pushed it a little bit to his left. And on his follow through, that was a huge point.
Yes, it was. And instead of a 3-point game, a field goal can win it for Team Dream if their defense can hold strong.
But I'm impressed with this team Dream. How the coaches at Tupelo Christian Prep, they got to be really excited in the future with number 17 and number 13. They're two safeties back there.
Definitely.
I just saw him run out on the field. Number 17, Brewer Bailey, he's going to be someone you're going to watch. We have to keep up with Tupelo Christian Prep.
For sure.
The next few years.
They were one round short this year of making the state title game in Mississippi. And, you know, kind of reading more about the head coach, Coach Holliday, for Tupelo, his first season as the head coach, they went 0-10, and they've gone very, very far in the playoffs ever since that year. And it looked like a flag came across, but there is no penalty flag, and the ball will be returned up to the 42-yard line. But Coach Holliday took a team that was 0-10 to eventually being one of the top 1A programs in the state of Mississippi. Coach is the only African-American head football coach at a private school in the state of Mississippi. In 2020, the Holliday-led Eagles made the playoffs for the first time in school history. That is what our little booklet says. So Coach Holliday doing a great job at Tupelo Christian School. Tupelo Christian Prep, excuse me.
So, yep. So, you know, you always hear about going to Tupelo, Mississippi. So, what a great opportunity for these kids to come over here, come up to DFW area in North Texas and have an opportunity to play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Handoff up the middle.
Ball popped.
Going nowhere. The ball came out. Team Stars thinks they have it. And on the return, somebody's helmet popped out.
He lost it again.
On the return, he lost it again. So Team Dream is going to keep the ball here, and they lucked out right there.
Wow. So Elam carried the ball up the middle, and I just saw the ball pop. When the ball popped, I saw all Team Stars jerseys going to it, and somebody picked it up from Team Stars and started running and lost it again, but you couldn't tell in the big pile. And then someone from Team Dream recovered it. So it's actually a change of possessions twice. So Team Dreams will get a first down.
So 10:07 left to go. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Team Stars. Excuse me, Team Dream. Handoff off the right side to DeMarcus Elam. Elam.
There you go.
A solid run there. It'll pick up 7.
There you go. Lead him out on the edges. Lead him out. Let him get on the edges, and he can go.
9:42 and ticking here in this 4th quarter. Stars with a 2-point lead. Got to hold strong right here.
Big play right here. This whole drive coming up. Team Dream has put them in a situation of a 2nd and short, you know, very manageable. You have the option of running or throwing here. Let's see if Team Stars defense can hold them.
2nd down and 4. And they immediately met by Christopher Brown. The ball came out. Team Stars has it. The defense comes up once again for Team Stars. Christopher Brown. College coaches need to start writing down his name. Good Lord.
Yeah, and that's twice. That's twice they ran the GT away from him, and he is so fast in his first step. His step is so fast that he just chases that down from behind. And, you know, they ran a GT to him and had pretty good success, but running away from him is just absolutely not working. One time he tackled him for about a 4-yard loss, and that time he almost took the handoff. and strip the ball.
1st and 10. And a handoff off the right side for the Stars.
Yep, just an inside handoff play. You know, now here you are with Team Stars. Now the clock becomes your favor. And run the ball a lot, keep the clock moving, and try to punch this in and kind of give yourself a little separation.
2nd down and 5. Stars with a touchdown. That would be huge here in this situation. And the handoffs off the left side. Putting a couple of moves on. Make sure you hold on to the football. Team Dream's coming for it.
I like the neon green shoes and matching gloves.
It'll get back to the line of scrimmage. 8:13 to go. 3rd down and 5. This becomes a huge play for Team Stars.
Yeah, this huge play for the game. I don't know how the field goal kickers and all the kickers are doing, but this is be a long field goal here to try to give you some separation, but you're too close to punt.
3rd down and 5. Stars look to pass. He's got a man open, and it's intercepted.
Pick 6.
He bit the route.
Oh, maybe not.
50, 45, 40. Looking behind him, stiff arm. It's not going to be a pick 6, but a big return for Team Dream. It's number 13, Lath Holiday, his 2nd pick of the day, and he's hitting the gritty.
He's doing the gritty. Wow, number 4 came all the way across the field and stopped him and then made a tackle. Actually tackled him by a horse collar, but they didn't call it.
Lath Holiday has been huge for that Team Dream secondary.
I'm telling you,
Him and Brewer Bailey have been playmakers in the secondary today.
And I'd be shocked if you find 2 better safety, a tandem safety like that together at the same school, because those cats can absolutely play. He read that like a book. He tried to hit that out route. He baited him. He just sat there and baited him and was just sitting there.
Because he was open at first.
He was.
Lath Holiday absolutely baited Team Stars, and he's got his team set up in a great position here as Christian Castro's back into the game and handed off up the middle to Jeremiah Claiborne, and he's brought down for a loss of 1 yard.
Yeah, I'd still like to see a little bit more stuff on the outside, but now that here they come to bringing in an extra offensive lineman. So or they switched them out. I would like to see a little bit more on the outside. Get these guys, let them get out in space and do work.
Time is a-ticking for Team Dream. They got to get something going on offense. I would imagine they could kick a field goal from here, at least attempt it.
Right. So you got the ball on the right hash mark, wide side of the field to the left. See if you can't you run a little stretch lead out there.
Christian Castro to Claiborne. Claiborne breaking loose. Claiborne puts a move on. He's got the 1st down, or he's pretty close to it at least.
He was. And that play was designed. That was designed to be an outside stretch play. He just saw that lane and just cut back. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just excellent vision by your running back. You know, everybody's moving to your left. The play is designed to set up outside, and all of a sudden he sees that cutback lane, just cut back across it, cut across the grain, and picked up, 10 yards? So
a solid pickup there. It's 3rd down and 1. A massive play for this Team Dream. You don't just want to kick a field goal and go up by 1. You want to punch this thing in.
Oh, yeah.
Christian Castro, the give to Claiborne once again. Claiborne trying to break it outside, stays on his feet, and he's going to be brought down. A loss of about 3 or 4.
Now you have to kick a field goal.
You almost have to.
Yeah, Team Stars was phenomenal defensive linemen stretching that play out. They got upfield, and when the play's away from you, you just run down the line of scrimmage, just go down the line of scrimmage as much as possible, and that's what they did. They just kept moving down the line of scrimmage, and it was a phenomenal job of stringing that out.
So 5:30 and ticking here. Like you said, Cody, you almost have to just kick the field goal here.
Yeah.
And the timeout is called by Team Dream.
Yeah, they didn't have the right personnel out there, and they were sending out, looked like a little Hey, he jumped right in it, but Dickerson from Virginia, he was jumping right out there, ready to go in. I think he was going to have to play an offensive tackle. So,
Yeah,
an
that would
extra
have been
point,
good.
which you can. I mean, you can do that. It's an extra point.
Holiday called his guys over, and he said, "I got to get this. I got to get this thing figured out."
Yeah,
But
let's get. But there is no rush though. So
Christian Castro led his team down the field. Jeremiah Claiborne got really, really close to that first down marker a play ago, and then the third down run, 3rd down and 1, just couldn't pick it up.
no, well, that was all because of Team Stars. Team Stars just did a great job of stretching that out.
So 5:21 is when the timeout was taken. 4th and 4, ball at the 15-yard line. Team Dream attempting to kick
31.
the field goal to go up by 1.
They can get a 31-yard field goal to take the lead.
Ball is spotted at the 21. And a timeout now by...
We icing the kicker in an all-star game?
Yep. The Stars take a timeout. So back-to-back timeouts. Coach Shiver and his squad are trying to ice the kicker. Is it going to work or what?
I don't know. I mean, there's no reason to call a timeout right there. You can't set up a rush. I don't know, but I don't think you can fake it.
You definitely can't. I don't know. You could pull a Cowboys, do the fake punt yesterday. So I was actually at the game yesterday, and I see us going to punt on 4th and 1 when we're down like 2 possessions. I said, "What are you doing?" I was about to walk out of the stadium, and as I was starting to walk out, he threw the fake, and I was like, "Okay, I guess I'll stay." The Cowboys are the most toxic relationship of my life. I don't know about you, Cody, but it was just a tough scene yesterday. But back to the field, kicking. The field goal to go up by 1. The kick is up. The kick is no good. Far left.
I wish we could see a replay of that. I mean,
the Rising Stars game is getting intense. 5:16 left to go. Team Dream tried to kick the field goal to go up by 1 and couldn't get it to go. 23-21. Stars will take over at their own 20-yard line.
It almost makes you think, did he kick the laces? Because the way the ball came off his foot, it looked clean. It looked clean off foot. It's a good approach, clean off his foot. I don't know if he just missed it, or he kicked the laces because it didn't go end over end. It just kind of wobbled out to the left.
So 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. John Michael Sempagnaro back in the game at quarterback. He'll hand it off to the right side. Some solid blocking there for Team Stars. Pick up a 2 or 3.
Yeah, now you can. Now clock becomes your favor, and
you want to take this thing out.
Yeah, this 40 seconds. I mean, I get the theory. The theory is, 40 seconds from when the play is over with should equivalent to a 25 seconds of, setting the ball. But just 40 seconds, you can just kill so much time.
Handoff up the middle. Gain of about 2 or 3. It'll be 3rd down and about 4.
Huge 3rd down right here.
Sempagnaro trying to lead his team to ice this game away.
Right. So what do you do here? Do you run it, try to run 40 seconds more off the clock, or do you throw it? I mean, my personal opinion, I like the RPO, the run pass option, and kind of the rolling the quarterback out a little bit. If he's got an open receiver, he can throw it. If not, he can just run it himself. And
Sempagnaro handoff off the right side, and he's not going to get there.
Lost half a yard.
So it'll be 4th down. They're going to have to punt this one away for sure. The clock will continue to roll, and we're going to get to see Team Dream's offense, see if they can come down and come kick a field goal and win the game.
Yeah, Kenyon Hatcher out there, another great job at the defensive end. He just phenomenal job playing that, keeping his outside shoulder free, keeping his shoulder free, letting him push, keeping the outside containment. And that was a great job.
Definitely. 3:15 left to go here for the play clock. Play clock is going to expire, so we'll see what the holdup is here. They'll stop the clock. Or will they stop the clock? The referee is motioning to stop the clock. And they stop it at 3:02. Snap is low. The punt is away. And it's a little high.
Oh, I took a big, woo. Took a big bounce.
It'll take a big bounce.
Big roll for the Stars.
And it will be downed by the quarterback, number 8, Joseph Tinta. He'll trot off the field. His defense will come back onto it, and the Dream offense comes onto the field. Trying to go get a game-winning drive with 2:48 left to go.
All right, here we go. I mean, this is what it comes down to. Dream's got one timeout, down by 2. Field goal can win it.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line. If you want to go win it, now's your chance, Team Dream. Number 11, Bruce Nealon III. He's played good today from El Capitan, California. 6'4", 205. Cody, you were talking to him earlier. Got a lot of interest from schools. And a handoff off the right side here to the bruiser back, Jeremiah Claiborne from Damien, California. Good for about 6 yards. Solid pickup on first down there to be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, you still got 2:30, so you got time. You don't have to be in a super big hurry to go 60 yards, but you gotta start thinking pretty quickly, about.
Handoff again to Jeremiah Claiborne. Up the gut, right at the marker. We'll see where they spot it. 2:12 now, and
he got enough for a first.
We'll see if they mark it as such.
Now we wind the clock.
2:07, 2:06 and ticking. First and 10 for Team Dream at the 43-yard line.
And there goes the last timeout.
And a timeout on the field. Well, what a game we've had today. So we started out the game. First touchdown was a 75-yard touchdown throw from Tinta to his main man, number 16 from Medina, Ohio, Austin Knowles, who has played great today. I just saw his dad at halftime. I said, they need to get him the ball more. Austin Knowles, probably the biggest playmaker so far, and at least on the offensive side of the ball, besides Tamarcus Elam for Team Dream, who has ran the ball sufficiently well, really well.
And I don't understand. I don't know if there was an injury or what happened, but Elam's sitting on the bench over here, and I figured as soon as, the game's on the line, you want to get your playmakers in. So I wonder if he's hurt or I'm not for sure. So go to an empty set.
And the ball is delivered down the middle of the field. I think he dropped it. And he did. He was wide open, and he was just overthrown by Newland III.
And he dropped it.
1:49 left to go. Going to be 2nd down and 10. Ball still at the 43-yard line.
Oh, you got to come up with that.
Plenty of time left to go here.
If that was a good ball, that's 6 points. Easy. Just a hair, not the best throw, but still, he still should have caught it for sure.
2nd and 10. Newland in the shotgun. He's got Claiborne to his left. He's under a lot of pressure. He's just going to chunk it up. It's intercepted. Team Stars on the return across the 40, down inside the 35. That might just ice this one away. Yes, it will. Team Dream has 0 timeouts.
And
what a play by the defense of the Stars. I think there's a combined 6 interceptions today.
and and yeah, it was picked off, and the safety did a great job coming over there and picking it off. But that's not an interception for the secondary.
No.
You need to give that interception to
Yep.
Mr. 14, Christopher Brown, who was in the other defensive lineman who had tons of pressure on Newland. And Newland doesn't have time. I mean, he's backpedaling, trying to create more time and trying to give himself an opportunity, and then he just threw it up. And
So it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
that definitely was a rushing.
Tinta. He'll hand it off up the gun. All they got to do is ice this thing away. And the Rising Stars going to pick up about 5 yards here, but fighting for it. The ball came out here at the end, but they're going to say it's down. I don't know why they're running the ball. Penalty flag flies here.
Why are you running plays? I know it's an all-star game, but at the end of the day, you still want to win. You know what I mean? You still come here. These kids are still competitors. The coaches are still competitors. You still want to win this game.
Most definitely. And, you know, that's the feeling I got from Coach Shiver and Coach Sean Holliday when I talked to them the other night at the banquet, just talking about how much they wanted to win this game. And Coach Sean Holliday, it looks like his team might take a loss here in this one, but I knew how much he wanted to win. And I think Coach Shiver understands what's going on here, and he's going to take a knee. Tinta downs the ball. He said, okay, I'm not taking any more chances.
No, it was the play before he dropped the ball. I mean, he fumbled it, but they called him down. Just don't take a chance. Kids come out here and competed and fought all day long, and you want to win. Coach to win.
Just 1 minute left. Clock continues to roll. Should be one more play that's run. And what a game we had today. Team Stars is going to come out victorious 23-21. Tinta's got to take one more snap. He'll knee this one out. And that's the end of the ball game. Joseph Tinta's all fired up, led his team to this win. A great team effort for Team Stars. A great game to both teams. And if I had to pick an MVP for Team Stars, I got to go with number 14, Christopher Brown.
Oh, it's without a doubt. Without a doubt. I mean, he caused the fumble. He caused the interception. Yeah, he didn't get the interception. You know, he actually didn't catch it, but he caused it for sure. So,
I mean, just a great game. Once again, we have the Dream All-American Senior Bowl coming up at 3 o'clock. Excited for that one. Cody, it was a lot of fun on the call today, seeing all these young studs, and the best part about it is if they have this game next year, we'll get to see these kids all over again. These kids are only freshmen and juniors. Put on a great show today, a great game to Christopher Brown. The thing that got the Stars quick started early was the 75-yard touchdown throw from Tinta to Austin Knowles. He had a great game. He had 2 receptions, but made the most of those 2 receptions. Had close to 100 yards receiving, so a great game to both teams. And
yeah, I mean, and you knew going into the game. I mean, we knew Team Stars front 7 was just going to be, and then they were good as advertised. I mean, they definitely hung, and they definitely did what they were supposed to do.
Yep.
And they did a great job. They were phenomenal.
Well, 100%. So we'll wrap this up. For Hunter Paris and Cody Martindale and our productions team with Tradio, this has been the Rising Stars Dream All-American game. Appreciate you guys for watching. See you next time.
Come on. Follow me. We gotta take it slow first. This way.